We are live. We
Assalamu
are.
alaikum, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha. Nama Ustad. I don't know. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha.
Family Ashwood.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha. Nama Ustad.
Assalamualaikum Shaul.
Assalamualaikum Shaul.
Assalamualaikum Shaul.
Assalamualaikum Ashwood.
Assalamualaikum Shaul.
Assalamualaikum Shaul.
Okay. All right. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha. Nama Ustad. I'm IIEHU, our host for today. All right. This is 31st August, 2024. I am IIEHU, the host for this second day event. Today, we embark on this celebration for our members. So return to be continuous into his accession. We, the non-nationals, will then pay homage to the unwavering leadership, vision, guidance of his Imperial Majesty, Emperor Sam Wu, Administrator, quote, Adelo, end quote, whose enduring spirit and relentless dedication have laid the foundation. Have you heard?
Breaking up, but definitely heard.
Whose enduring spirit and relentless dedication have laid the foundation for our republic's resurgence. We, the Nama family, have put together a presentation recapping the highlighted events from September 2023 to August 2024 for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic, for the country of the United States, US, in commemoration for our annual Crown Day. We arrive before you to show reverence and give honor to his Imperial Majesty, quote space, Emperor, quote space, Sam Wu, Administrator, quote, Adelo, end quote, for creating and growing the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic. Quote, freedom, bondage, ocean liner, end quote, to continue in celebration and in harmony with the folk horn, maize, /sun-flower, moon. Gratitude to his Imperial Majesty for his continuous dedication in rebuilding our sovereign republic. And during the trials, tribulations, and circumstances that will cause one not imbued with the inner strength that he has to start the journey. For he is, quote, Red Eagle, thundered as prior. King Louis XX, end quote, the dweller with magic. He is that absolute royal sovereign that emperor on space. Ipso jure, ipso facto, jure allodium, jus soli, jus and ius hereditatis, jus and ius gradi, jus and ius honorum, jus and ius imperii, jus and ius majestatis, in solo proprio, and in interregnum status. Joy, joy, exclamation point. Our Crown Day represents and symbolizes our resilience and commitment to serve, empower, reinforce the tenets, principles, values, norms, and standards of our culture. It is our supreme intention to make, quote, manifest, quote, end quote, the reality of our ancestors, their/our heritage and ways of life that serve as foundation for our republic. We are the inheritors of an ancient past that we're using to sustain our present and to shape our future. It is not lost on us the responsibility that we bear as we continue to pursue the fact of an unconditional freedom that is guaranteed to us by us, and a sovereign lineage that predates any form of modern government or governance. Our moderator today is Nanya Amiamun Ray, and we will begin with the reading of our pledge. Next slide. Begin all acts, breathing, and thinking by saying Kalum /all, by way of infinity flames of the dwellers enthroned in the flower of fire, by way of the universal traveler, dweller-emperor, coldest space, Sam Hoop, and mini-ray, quote, Adeloi, end quote, Zen Uru, coldest space, smiley face. The pledge of the Imperial and Imperial Royal flags for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, colon. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal flags, I vow loyalty and obedience as I watch them fly to the imperial laws of our Imperial and Imperial Constitution that governs our Imperial and Imperial Royal Empire. To this cause, I hold my head up high. With honor, I pledge to protect and defend all within the Imperial and Imperial Royal Kingdom, both family and friend, exclamation point. To ensure that all have their equal rights. To this cause, I will lay down my very life. I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal and National flag. I vow loyalty, sincerity, and integrity with zeal. As I will, so mote it be. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Ashe, so be it. So it is. It definitely shall be. Quote, Zen Uru. And power we shall have. End quote. Thank you. Yeesh. Cold space. Smiley face. No itself. Smiley face. Then. Next slide. On behalf of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, quote, the oldest independent autonomous autochthon nation, kingdom on earth, end quote. We welcome and thank you all for joining us for our live 3-day recap of events from September 2023 through August 2024. of the Imperial CMYE-IRKR, honoring Nama National Small N Annual Crown Day celebration and the full corn maize, in parentheses, / sunflower moon live call. Each month, we pay homage to our celestial ancestors, rotating on the face of boundless space to accommodate the IRO ATM and ECMYE-IRK Republic, as we witness the magic of His Sovereign Majesty, : Sam Hu, Ray, quote, Adelo Yi, end quote, as Mother Earth, Ta, continues to balance and reveal secrets of the universe to humanity. Tonight, we will begin with the reading of our updated version of the Royal Bio for His Sovereign Majesty, continuing with the recap of events of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, in harmony with the Royal Bio for His Sovereign Majesty, : questions and answer session. Then we will continue to review the Imperial and Imperial Royal Annals for the month of September 2023 through August 2024 with a recap. During our readings, there will be brief pauses between slides to allow questions and answers. Therefore, the following house rules shall be implemented. First bullet. We ask that you speak clearly and respectfully when addressing His Sovereign Majesty. All right, bullet. We ask that you keep your mics muted, videos off, and your comments, concerns, questions, or accolades reserved until the designated time to do so. Next bullet. For those logged into Zoom prior to speaking, we ask that you use the raise hand feature and wait for the host or moderator to call your appellation, your name. All right. Please limit your questions to a maximum of 2 and focus on the subject at hand. Also, please state your appellation, your name clearly before asking your question. Thank you for your cooperation and participation. Next slide. All right. And now, I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure to present to you a universal traveler, : dweller - emperor, : Sam Hu, Ray, quote, Adelo Yi, end quote. Salam alaikum Shawud, emperor. All right. All right. Next slide. Who is the incarnation of Sam Hu on top, Mother Earth? Next slide. The incarnation of Sam Hu on Ta as His Imperial Majesty, : Emperor, : Sam Hu, Ray, quote, Adelo Yi, end quote. Emperor - Monarch - INRI, : Hufu - Ranu - Sora, : space colon, Samson dash L, semicolon, 8th, in parentheses, 8th, Marquis, D. Maison Rouge, colon space, thunder dash fire, / King Louis the 20th, semicolon. That is Todd, Zodok, Samson dash L, quote, divine royal blood, end quote. We celebrate you in this realm and your accession to your imperial and imperial royal seat / throne. We give thanks for the trials and tribulation you have conquered and endured to stand as a universal traveler, dweller, emperor, calling space. Yes, I'm a good. Next one. All right, the royal bio. Are we still doing the royal bio?
Flow with it.
Royal bio. Did I hear something? Is that you, Emperor? Okay.
No, Nanya, I just said flow with it.
Okay. All right. So we go with the royal bio. All right. And you see the royal bio, you see our banner. Start from the right, going to the left. Starting first, the absolute royal sovereign emperor's imperial and imperial royal flag. All right. Next, got the imperial royal office for his imperial majesty. For the imperial CMYE-IRK Republic Great Flag. Next up, the mirror more 48 star piece, full faith and sovereign, small s, gold credit, great flag. All right. Last but not least, you got the imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, national, small n, flag. Yeesh. Right. The Imperial Royal House of Tunica Thunderfire and the Imperial Royal House of Samson L Samhu Ray. Herewith, score ordained by decree and declared active and in quote force _ the Imperial Royal Office for his Imperial Majesty, dated 22nd January 2024, / notice of accession for IIOHM and ECMYE-IRKR, / IMYRS, file number, space, NOA, -000000001. And TLT, okay, -000000002, semicolon. NOACRTAP, okay, 000000003, NOAC 000000004. Effective 13 June 2024, quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial executive missions. Effective date 3 December 2023 to 31 August 2023, / notice of States, small s, effective date 28 June 2023, to effective date 8 January 2023, in parentheses, Imperial and Imperial-Royal Diplomatic Decree, in parentheses, to effective date 21 June 2022, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world, in parentheses, to effective date 18 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial-Motu Proprio / Official Royal Decree - Public Notice to the world, in parentheses, end quote. In harmony with the be it decreed equity contract, space, Emperor Directive -0004 capital Z small a / Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRK, in parentheses, all cap, via Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z, effective dates 4 April 2014, 3 April 2013, / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Mukurdish Yamashi Empire, in parentheses, ICCMYE-IRK, in parentheses, space, to Emperor's Directive -0003 capital Z, space, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official act of state, effective date 9 April 2009, to Emperor's Directive -0001, in parentheses, CMYE, all cap, USA, small u, / USA, all cap, in parentheses, space, effective date 18 July 2007, to effective date 4 March 2004, / claim -of -the in parentheses, CL, all cap, in parentheses, to effective date 11 February 2004, / United States of America State Department, in parentheses, minor, in parentheses, apostille verification numbers, space, 04010010 and 04010010-1, space, to the Aegis _ of the Treaty, capital T, of Bern, and _ Constitution of the Universal Postal Union, effective date 30 September 2003, quote, retroactive to 9 October 1874, end quote, space, to effective date 20 June 2003, / the state of Georgia, in parentheses, major, in parentheses, apostille verification number, space, 5604B, capital B, USA, all cap, space, to effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR, nationality, -YM, all cap, in parentheses, space, to effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washita, MER, nationality, WM, all cap, in parentheses, space, pursuant to _ the, quote, sovereign state, end quote, Yamasee Native American government via Mount, quote, Arafat Embassy, -UN, all cap, space, 20 March, 2000, correction, 208-1992, USA, / USA, all cap, USA first, small u, effective date 19 June 2003, space, in harmony with the, quote, sovereign state, end quote, United Washita Didagdamania -UN, space, 215-1993, USA, small u, / USA, all cap, effective date 20 March 2003, space, to effective date 28 January 1837, / treaty, small t, September 16, 1836, space, pursuant to the Constitution for the United, small u, States of America, USA, small u, effective date 17 September 1787, space, to treaty, capital T, of peace and friendship, effective date 18 July 1787, quote, retroactive to 23 June 1786, end quote, space, to treaties, capital T, of Utrecht, Effective year 1713, space 2. The beginning of recorded history / our dash story as recorded in the stones at Yucatan just off the Yucatan Peninsula via Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire and _ into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum. Semicolon, joy -- joy. Age, colon space, smiley face. No proton in English, no proton in Yamashik, no proton in hieroglyphic. All right. Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty presents His Imperial and Imperial Majesty, colon space, Emperor, colon space, Sam Hu, a mini Ray, quote, a Deloyi, end quote, semicolon, Hufu, Ranu, Zora, Samson L, Protector, semicolon, 8th Marquis, Dime Saint Rouge, colon space, Thunder Fire, / King Louis the 20th, semicolon, Sovereign Crown, all cap, Prince, colon space, Darius Zora, Divine Royal Blood, and Yamashik, hereafter, all cap, H.E.M. colon space, Emperor, colon space, Sam Hu, at mini Ray, quote, a Deloyi, end quote, smiley face. Ipso jure, ipso facto, interregnum, de jure, allodium, Ju, sole, Ju and ius, hereditatis, Ju and ius, gladi, Ju and ius, honorum, Ju and ius, imperi, Ju and ius, majestatis, and solo proprio, for the _ country of United States, small s, / Imperial Moorish El Moroccan, in parentheses, a maxim, in parentheses, empire, semicolon, via His Imperial Majesty's Royal Post, semicolon, pursuant to _ the Continental Moorish Yamashi Empire, -- Imperial Royal Kingdom, henceforth _ the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States -- state. Semicolon, head of state and missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty, in parentheses, IROHEM, all cap, in parentheses, _ exercising plenary civil power upon the land, USA, small u, via the General United States of America / Republican form of government known as _ the United States of America, in parentheses, major, in parentheses, including -- supreme, small s, authority, imperial and imperial -- land rights, imperial equity and heritage rights, imperial and imperial -- territorial sovereignty, imperial treaty, capital T rights, imperial and imperial -- constitutional rights, dominion, autonomy, rights, allodium, estate rights, imperial white privileges, venue, amity, commerce, navigation, imperial treaty, small t, / treaty, capital T rights, full faith and sovereign, small s, gold -- credit, Westphalian sovereignty, small s, foreign sovereign immunities, jurisdictional immunities of the state, diplomatic immunities, and all constructive agreements, / intentions, in matters for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States -- state, small s, internal, local, and international affairs for the Imperial and Imperial Royal Crown executive powers via Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty, the date of June 20th, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023 Notice of the session for the IRO, AGM, and ECMYE-IRKR /IMYRS file numbers, colon space. NORAD, NOARAD, all cap, /2024 00000001. All right. NOAGCLT, all cap, 00000002, semicolon. NOACRTAP, all cap, 00000003, semicolon. NOAC, all cap, 00000004, in parentheses. 2, Imperial and Imperial dash executive mission. Dated 12 July 2024. Effective date 3 December 2023. 2, notification of appointment amendment in parentheses. Effective date 31 August 2023. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial dash Royal Diplomatic Decree. Effective date 8 January 2023. To effective date 21 June 2022. In parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. In parentheses, to effective date 18 March 2022. In parentheses, Imperial dash motu proprio, official.
Amalika Machawuf, Naya Bakayi,
Yes.
you're having a connection problem and we cannot hear you that well. Can I turn the music off first to see if that is interfering with the music?
Yes.
Okay. In the technical turn the music off. Okay, can you test again, Naya Bakayi?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Okay, because we could not hear you when you were reading it, and there were many parts that were broken up. So if we can go back and make it start over, because this is an important document, an important day, and it's the Emperor's bio. So I like for it to be clear. And since technical difficulties, I'd like for it to start over, if that's okay with you.
All right, let me get another area.
I yield.
All right. Can it be heard clear now? Can you hear me?
So far,
You got a little
so far,
echo.
so good. Yeah.
I got an echo?
Yeah. On my end.
Yes.
Say something now.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
There you go.
All right.
All right, come on.
All right.
Y'all ready now?
We're gonna do it again. All right.
All
Let's
right.
roll. Gotta be quicker. All right. Imperial Royal Office for His Dash Imperial Dash Majesty presents His Dash Imperial and Imperial Dash Majesty's colon space Emperor colon space Sam Hu at mini dash array quote Adeloyi end quote semicolon Fufu dash Ranu dash Zoda Samson dash L protector semicolon 8th Marquis de Mission Rouge colon space Thunder dash fire / King Louis the 20th Sovereign Crown, all cap French, semicolon, colon, space, Darius, Zora, Divine Royal Blood, and Yamashik, hereafter, all cap, H.E.M. colon space, Emperor, colon space, Sam Hu, at mini dash array, quote, Adeloyi, end quote. Smiley fade. So, Jared, facto, the regnum, de jure all'odio, giù sole, giù and ius habitantes, giù ius gradi, and ius dash, giù and MV, giù and ius majestatis,
Not
intolerable
working.
for the untold country.
Breaking up over here.
Still not good.
Yeah, breaking up bad out here where I'm at.
Assalamu alaikum, Ma'ashawuf.
Is everybody getting the same thing?
Yes, now
Yeah.
can I
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
let me have the floor for a second. Nama, can I get somebody to step in for you? I have somebody on standby.
Yes.
Gratitude.
Assalamu alaikum, Ma'ashawuf. I'm Shujar Ray. I'll be reading the bio for our HEM. All right. Imperial Royal Office for His-Imperial Majesty presents His-Imperial and Imperial Majesty's Emperor, space, Sam Hu, Amini Ray, quote, Adeloyi, end quote, Khufu Renewed Zadok, Samson L, Protector, 8th Marquis de Mission Rouge, space, Thunder Fire, King Louis 20th, or King Louis 20, Sovereign Crown Prince, space, Darius Zadok, in our language, Divine Royal Blood, hereafter, HEM, all caps, space, Emperor, space, Sam Hu, Amini Ray, quote, Adeloyi, end quote, smiley face, ipso jura, ipso facto, interregnum, de jure allodium, Jew sole, Jew and ius, hereditatis, Jew and ius, gladi, Jew and ius, honorum, Jew and ius, imperi, Jew and ius, majestatis, in solo proprio, for the country of United States, small s, / Imperial Moorish Al-Moroccan, in parentheses, a Mexican Empire, via His Imperial Majesty's Royal Post, pursuant to the Continental Moorish Yamashi Empire - Imperial Royal Kingdom, henceforth the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic, for the country of United States, small s, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR. Head of State and Missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His-Imperial Majesty, in parentheses, IRO-HEM. Exercising plenary civil power upon the land, USA, small u, via the General United States of America / Republican form of government known as the United States of America, in parentheses, major, including supreme, small s, authority, imperial and imperial land rights, imperial equity and heritage rights, imperial and imperial territorial sovereignty, imperial treaty rights, imperial and imperial constitutional rights, dominion, autonomy rights, allodium estate rights, imperial white privileges, venue, amity, commerce, navigation, imperial treaty, small t, space / treaty rights, capital T, full faith and sovereign gold credit, Westphalian sovereignty, foreign sovereign immunities, jurisdictional immunities of the state, diplomatic immunities, and all constructive agreements / intentions in matters of the space, Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic, for the country of United States, internal, local, and international affairs for the Imperial and Imperial Royal Crown executive powers via the Imperial Royal Office for His-Imperial Majesty, effective date 12 June 2024, in parentheses, notice of accession for the IRO, HEM, and ECMYE-IRKR / IMIRS file numbers, space, NOA RAD /2024 000000001, NOA VCLT -0000002, NOA CRTAP -0000003, NOA C -000000004 to Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions, dated 12 July 2024. Effective date 3 December 2023, to notification of appointment, in parentheses, amendment, effective date 31 August 2023. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial-Royal Diplomatic Decree, effective date 8 January 2023 to effective date 21 June 2022, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. To effective date 18 March 2022, Imperial, in parentheses, Imperial-Moto Proprio / Official Royal Decree - Public Notice to the world, in parentheses, end quote. Pursuant to the be it decreed - equity contracts, Emperor's Directive - 0004Z small a / ECMYE-IRK via Emperor's Directive - 0004Z, effective dates 4 April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / ICCMYE (2) Emperor's Directive - 0003Z / notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official - act of state, effective date 9 April 2009 (2) Emperor's Directive - 0001Z / CMYE, effective date 18 July 2007 smiley face to effective date 4 March 2004 /CL to effective date 11 February 2004 United States of America State Department to effective date 20 June 2003 the State of Georgia USA all caps to effective date 13 June 2003 in parentheses Yamasee Mer nationality in parentheses to effective date 9 May 2003 in parentheses Washitawa Mer nationality in parentheses to effective date 28 January 1837 treaty small t of September 16 1836 in harmony with quote the Constitution for the United States of America USA u effective date 17 September 1787 per trusteeship office of the Moorish Grand Vizier Chair for the Ancient Empire Morocco, effective dates 4 March 1789 USA all caps and 18 July 1787 USA u pursuant to treaty capital T / Ancient Empire Amexem in parentheses Morocco, effective date 23 June 1786 2 treaties capital T of Utrecht, effective year 1713 to effective year 789 more mer end quote to the beginning of recorded history our story as recorded in the stones at Uwakshitten just off the Yucatan Peninsula via sovereign imperial royal empire and into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum. Droid, smiley face. And I yield back to the host. Gratitude.
All right, let's get this ball rolling. Y'all ain't got no questions for me?
Yes, Emperor. Let's start it off. So where is the Grand Vizier's chair? And why is that seat of chair so important?
Well, when they got the Republic and 4 March 1789. No, 4 March 1791. When they got that seat from the Grand Vizier chair because they cut the emperor's flag down. They didn't decommission the flag. So by them cutting the flag down, or what George Washington say, all cap George Washington say, cut the cherry tree down. That's what they're talking about. They cut the flag down. So when they cut the flag down, they inherit the privileges of the Grand Vizier chair that was under the tutorage or under the protection of the sovereign emperor. Okay. So, I just got in, y'all. So, I show y'all what's up. I'm getting ready, but just got to get this show going. But anyway, it's an Earth Day. You know how it is. I'm always really late. But anyway, so when they got that seat back, that's why I read what I read last night about the piece that, part of your declaration, been saying your affirmation, right?
Yep.
Yeah. If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
My bad, I stepped off for a second. You remember that piece we were talking about last night?
Yes.
That's where that steps in to fully answer that question without going too deep in detail. You feel me? And that was at the page 2 in your normal affirmation. Remember, it says, quote,
Before the continental flag.
huh?
Before the continental flag.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, read it out.
All right, quote, before the continental flag, in parentheses, United Small U States of Morocco at North America, dash Moorish Republic, and Moorish Al-Moroccan flag, in parentheses, Al-Morocco / small f Federal Government, was taken down in 1774, and the imperial red flag for the Emperor of Morocco in 1789/90, question mark, space dash, treaty, capital T, and constructive agreement flags, was taken down by the 9th Masonic proprietor to the President's Palace in 1791, all caps George Washington. The Pope was considered the warrior-general against the Moorish Al-Moroccan Empire. After the imperial red flag was cut down, the Pope became the chief protector of corporate fraud by issuing the motu proprio via apostolic letter on 11 July 2013, effective date 1 September 2013. Pope Francis separated his position as protector of private and corporate fraud and no longer protects the gangster cabals, end quote. All caps, HEM, space, Emperor, space, Sam Hu, Amini Ray, quote, Adeloyi, end quote. Thank you. Quote, Zen Uru, end quote, smiley face.
See? Now you see what the Moors, so-called de facto Moors Americans, was out there claiming that the Pope's letter represented them. You feel me? You see how my brain was? You see how we were thinking?
Yeah.
Totally outside their way of thinking. You feel me?
And that's why you issue the royal public notice, correct?
Yeah, because you had to give anybody who say they had a claim, you had to give them a chance to produce it if they had a venue. You got some of them corporations that got Facebook governments. They out there saying I didn't come to them. You know what I mean? I been looking at them like, who are you?
Right.
Hey,
All right, so you see where that carry you?
Yes. So let me ask you this, Emperor. So what is that seat called today? the vizier's
Oh,
chair.
that
What is
seat called today is the Imperial Chancellor.
Okay. Can you just bring clarity to what that is? The Imperial Chancellor.
Oh, the Imperial Chancellor is the office for the Imperial CMYE government for the Republic. That's just put on, it's put on hold right now until you get the right normal and positions to operate the house. You see what I'm saying? So you got the I had to come back and set it in order. So that's why I came with the appointment. Then I came with the amendment, okay, and then I came with the executive office, Imperial that's executive mission, remember? Because now you had to set right. So the chancellor office don't come before my office. So until, that's a born seat office. So until you get somebody on that seat to run that show, just, you don't need it right now. Right now, you got the Republic, my office. That's why you got the Imperial dash executive mission, what we're going on now, including my bio. Well, your bio, why you have a bio is because when people ask about your credentials. So when you saying you got what we got, or what I don't got on paper, well, you got people that want to know and want to see your credentials. Like you see people say they've been a judge for 20 years and was a clerk under this, you need that like a resume, but mine's a bio because I'm a sovereign. I ain't looking for no damn job. I got one, you feel me?
Facts.
So that was that, you went out looking for a job and realized, you just hired yourself. You feel me? That's what I did. But when you look at that situation that happened with the Moroccan Empire, well, that's why we said these crazy Moors out here is trying to wake that part up. And can't be done. So I said, see, they moved it, they closed it. Once they closed it, well, you got to come out like I did, get full faith and credit first before you can open that up. Feel me?
Okay. And you said full faith and credit. Can you explain what full faith and credit means to the listening audience that may not have an idea of what that is?
Well, full faith and credit is an authentication process that was done at the Hague back in 60, I think. 61, where you have people running around saying that they royalty, signing contracts with foreign states, and then collecting all kind of money. The royalties never know about it. By the time they find out about 10, 15, 20 years later, you feel me? So to eliminate all that with this royalty they got so-called out here on the market, they created what they call the apostille process, a head. So that way you can officially dock your personnel, when they come into a foreign state. You got to remember when you go into a foreign state, part of that contract you going into that state with is what? You got to abide by the rules and regulations of that state. You feel me? So where we at?
You said abide by the rules of that state that we stuck under.
Before that.
So with the contract?
What's that going on there? What contract?
Full faith and credit.
Oh, full faith and credit. Okay. I got you. So then that came with the 1, 2, 3 level. But we got 6 levels. But we still got that 3. But we got royal, different imperial apostille that we write. That's already our authority from our constitution. So apostille number 1 For those who know, it ain't no secret no more. So I'm still number one from state to state. Okay. So you said all the organizations ain't claim they got a government, right? But they domicile under some state, right? They had to get some type of existence from that state, right?
Right.
That state is under who? The United States, because they wanted the stars on the flag, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, when you sign over your rights over to that state, well, that state has superiority over them rights. You feel me? So you can't come back in and say, no, I didn't mean to do that, and I want them back. You know, you ain't got nowhere to drop it at. See, but that's the United States or whatever state you're from is not going to release that birthright contract unless it got somewhere to dock. So that's what the state to state means. You feel me? So the organizations out here can't give you no venue because they haven't established a jurisdiction like we have. You see? That jurisdiction was already established from where they got their jurisdiction from the Al-Moroccan Empire. You feel me? So now all the Al-Moroccan Empire, that vizier chair with all that land or the red flag is under our jurisdiction now. Because we came and claimed it properly, the only way it was possible to do. So you gotta realize something. Nobody thought about raising the emperor's flag until I came and did it. Starting to get it now?
Oh yeah.
So there wasn't no conversation. Because it's just, who gonna do it? So until I came and did it, that's when it became real. Other than that, it was folklore. You feel me? Conversations that talk behind the screen. Okay? All right, by you raising that flag, you automatically attached to what? The gold. All right, so now that you're attached to the gold, well, that comes with what? Territorial sovereignty. That's, a lodium estate that I tell people. You got people out there right now, as I'm speaking, telling somebody they're part of a lodial estate. And what's the first question you come after that with? Well, who gonna pay you then? You see? So see, you gotta go sign over that lodial estate to like the bank or whatever, right? To get a loan to fund your people, right? So that make you just sold out again, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
So you double sold out now. Because now the bank become the lodium, right? But they got to get permission to make sure you even own the property to say you're a lodium. They got to find out who the owner is because they can't give you nothing without getting permission from who? Britain. Because they sit there as a lodium, right? Whether you like it or not. So the only way you could have got out of that contract like we did, you had to become foreign national in your own country. We didn't know. We just knew we had to get away from them. And we knew we had to get a secure party base because being a secure party, we didn't have nowhere to drop our venue at. You see? We had nowhere to drop. They ain't know all that damn white. We had no, damn. That scared the hell out of people. Oh, wow. Oh, they got me all white, right? Huh? Damn. You see, so that state that you talking about, that advisory chair, it was just sitting there. They couldn't do nothing with it because they didn't have no authority over it. They was only making it like an oligarch, like in Russia. Remember they cut the king down in World War II, one, the royal family over there. See, so everything else been like oligarch, you see? Same thing over here in America. You got the same oligarch. I ain't got to call their name. You know who they are. Got all the millions, right? Same thing over in Russia, right?
That's right. That's right. Big business.
Same thing. Military contract, right?
That's right.
Same thing, right? They call themselves the Kremlin, right?
Yep.
You call yourself the Pentagon, huh? So I see it now?
Oh yeah.
So that seat, that vizier chair you talking about. Okay, how that look now? That look better? That look better now. Ta-da! So that vizier chair, you started getting now?
Oh yeah.
How you ready? I don't see him. Who I'm talking to? I'm your moon. Can't see.
Yes, Emperor. This I'm on.
All right, go talk to me. Let me see. So from that contract, okay, from that contract, they established what they call a republic. And they held on that republic until 1871. They did a reconstruction. Once they did a reconstruction, they created a different kind of citizen that was docked under what? That very contract, military rule. See? That's why you got yellow French flags before you go into that court. You got judges in there pretending to operate as a judge when they got a yellow French flag. That's military. Interesting, right?
Indeed.
You know you were going to court, Mark, you did.
Nah.
They trap you every time you go in there, don't. You got a state flag on top of the Capitol, but you got a military flag before you go into court. You see it flying outside the court, but when you go through them doors, you cross to another jurisdiction, huh? That help you out with that question?
It does, Emperor. It does. Now earlier you brought up about the gold. So let's talk about the gold. What's so important about the gold that have
the gold is what gives you equity, because you have legal contracts. You have legal lawful contracts, right? So when you're talking about creating a lawful legal contract to run a state, that's why they create a constitution. But that constitution is supposed to have equity to be able to fund the services of that sovereign state. See? So they had all that. They had all that when they ran it from 1791 to 1871. Okay? But once they went to military rule, they lost all treaty privileges. But they held on to them because of what? The gold. See? So that contract is held, which you go through the Moore's classes out there. They try to say the gold is in Fort Knox. Now the gold's at the head. The red flag is in Fort Knox out here. But we'll find out all that because we're dealing with the contract now. So all that happened when they took over your privileges. I ain't gonna say they stole them. They was able, through the Pope, France, Spain, England, to take over your privilege. But that state could not what? Be dissolved because it got equity on it. So that's why they created the Constitution for the United Small U States of America, 17 September 1787. When did the treaty get ratified? 18 July 1787, right? So 18 July, 18 August, 18 September. Seemed like they had to beat a 60-day wonder, didn't it? Huh?
Right.
Seemed like that 60-day wonder, international wonder was in play, right?
Right.
Ain't nobody really paid it no attention to. So they were moving because they had what? Successfully got the treaty from the emperor of recognition, and now they ready to run. What they call your forefather. Where your forefathers get their authority from. Your forefathers, you good? So they hear you, and now they claim to oversee your authority. What did they inherit from that contract? What did they inherit? White privileges. See? You have white privileges, what they just got, right?
Right.
Now they see, but that's treaty rights. So now they got treaty privileges to operate your contract. Eventually, they changed their status from a Caucasian or a Tomahawk to just white. And it doesn't, and white on application is not a race, it's a status. That's why they tell Africans and everybody else to come over here and be a citizen. When they go out and apply for the job, what they tell them tomorrow? White. Because of the status. Starting to get me now. And they blacker than you. But they don't mark African American, they mark white. Now you got folk who American want to do that now. They hear me talking and other folk out there talking about how to do it, but they have no clue. They won't get out there and jump the gun, take everything free, you know, and get out there and don't know what they're doing. See, just because you do a security agreement and you know I do a little bond and write you a UCC, you still don't know how to get outside that venue. So regardless of what you're doing, you still under the venue. So you do all that to go in there and say you white now, okay? But you still got, you ain't gonna get the power for it white. You ain't got no venue like we do to dock yourself in a foreign venue. You feel me? So now that foreign venue do is what? Become first in line, first in time. Make sense to you?
Indeed.
Because they got the time reference on you right now. Everybody in America, they got time reference on you. But you ain't got no venue to give you a new time reference. That make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
So now you got your own venue, so when you get certain paperwork, you got a new time reference. That makes sense to you?
Yes, it does.
That's here.
All right, so when you talking about that seat, that Moore seat, that was the only seat that was left. And that's when I came out and snatched the seat. I mean, snatching that seat because of what? I was already a crown prince. I was a sovereign prince. The United States already gave me full faith and credit. As a prince, ain't never been done for. That's why they told y'all. They knew I was a prince, sovereign prince in 204. The way the contract was. That's why we was on the date when Miller, what he said? Khufu's the only one who can run that contract properly. Feel me? Boys down in Georgia, none of them cats knew anything about that contract. We created a whole damn state. We was able to go get apostille #1. Everybody, that boy in Canada, them boys in Philly, that were former ISIS crew, all them, that boy in Virginia, that sister up in Jersey, claiming she got some Moorish girl, all that crap. People down in South Carolina claiming they got some loaded town, all that crap. Them folk up there in Chicago claiming they got all that stuff through the Moore Science Temple, all that crap. They got an apostille #2. You see? Because nothing can go outside of the United States. If it goes outside the United States, it goes in the international arena. If you go into the international arena, well, internationally recognize what? States. So you have your state. That's why you international. That makes sense to you. Huh?
Clear.
Yeah. So now
They also help you out with that question. Come on.
It
Come on,
does.
what you got?
It does. Now you talk about the what is the difference between the apostille 1 and the apostille 2 specifically?
Apostille 1 is from state to state. So when everybody that went up there, they got apostille #2. That makes he can't go outside of the State Department. That makes he got to stay inside the United States. Because the State Department got the highest seal in the country. So when they say it's on apostille number 2, it stays under jurisdiction of the United States, meaning anything judicial you got courts inside the United States, anything police, everything. So you can't go outside. When you talking about state to state, what they deal with us as, that's apostille number 1. If I tell y'all got to leave their African American citizen alone, where they claim to be a Moor, Muslim, Christian, Jew, whatever, whichever name make it feel good, make you no different. You gotta leave that child of paper alone. But they ain't got no venue. They satisfied being a slave. They satisfied allowing the states to control their birthright contract. They're satisfied with holding 35 trillion in debt. They just think the United States owed it. Well, the United States owed it. You're a citizen of the United States, that make you owe it. It writes off of your Social Security trust account. So you part of that debt. You feel me? Trying to get me now, right? What else you got?
Oh yeah. Elaborate. I have a question on the chat. So it says, can you elaborate more on the subject of immortality and how it links with the land and the time frame you had to get it back from last night?
What are you talking about?
I guess last night you were talking about immortality and how it connects to the land.
Oh, you talking about attached to the land? Oh, I'm a royal bloodline.
Right.
All land belongs to the sovereign. They said a true sovereign was sure. I mean, all land. That's why the de facto queen in England said what? They could be no more emperors, remember? So they know true emperor come, but the emperor in Japan is just that's just an ordinary position. They have no authority to do nothing. The prime minister got all authority. Same thing with Albania. You know, they had a king over there, remember? Now you see all the powers in the prime minister. Feel me? So that's how their contract has established their venue. So when you come out and you the true sovereign, all land coming to you. You go back before anything. Your stuff will probably say nump front tongues. You just keep going back. All the kings of France, you go back to the first. You go back past Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, all of them. You go back. You're the original owners of the land. And now the original owners of the land got their own what? Their own venue. To govern itself. And they got all the treaties and contracts they need. And they can open up any contract, any story, any book, any treaty, anything dealing in their past life. So that make every document under the 6 stories under the White House, you have the authority. We're going to get every one of them, put them in the who? Back under your Imperial Moorish Yam-Sheep Corn Service. And that's something got to get built on that level and somewhere on our land in the world so that we can dock that and make sure it's secure like it's secure now. You ain't going to take it now. It's not secure. But you got 6 floors, according to Archbishop there, when they went in there with the Empress Veriosity to get the contract, to get the land back, to attach herself back to the land. Archbishop said they went down. They were 6 floors, just clear records, pure, clean, airtight, machines to get whatever you need, couches to sit in to read, everything. He said, hell, I could have stayed down there.
Like they own version of Alexandria, huh?
Yeah, it is. Airtight. That's why they said they had to wait rigging up to get permission, because they said on that wood plaque before you walk in there, it said no black, no Moor, no Indian, Native American, redneck, everything. Could never cross through them doors. Amazing, right?
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
All your story, right?
Right.
You got all these people that running for the office of the president just to do what? Control your story. And they don't care if they look like the old heads, as long as they can control that story, right?
Right.
I told y'all, the barber and everything, right? Now you see why. And why you see so many turning, so many Republicans turning for Kamala? Why? Because they're part of the bar. So to hold their loyalty to the bar, they can't hold no loyalty to no mob boss. They said they got to go answer to their God for that. You feel me? So they're ready to submit and answer to a black woman this day and time, which is wild, right?
Yes, it is.
So, how we good on that?
Gratitude. Gratitude. It was quite fulfilling. Now, Amber, let me ask you this. You were talking about the privileges, right? So why is it that imperial privileges are called white privileges? And
Well, that was just something under the emperor. Because it didn't have it's white, period. The emperor is period. Is the sovereign. You feel me? You know, they try to break it down to a salt and a mirror and all that kind of crap. No, he's the emperor. And once they cut that flag down, you ain't seen a Moroccan emperor until I came on the scene. Everything been broke down to a king. You done broke that down from an absolute to a king. You know what a king is? That's executive. They call that executive monarch. You hear me? So all them cats out there, Philippe, King of Spain, and all them, they all executive. King, de facto King Charles, all executive. They're not even constitutional monarch. Why? They got parliaments to control them. Can dissolve their ass if they got to that point to prove that they ain't got no damn sovereignty. Because what is they really doing for their people? Nothing. They ain't got no sovereignty. They're not giving them no everlasting life. They praying to the same damn God they is. And they know they the one who wrote the book, so they know that shit is that what they call that Disney World, you know?
Fantasy.
yeah,
And it's a fantasy. Just to think somebody gonna come and die for you. You that damn arrogant, right? Talking about the ego. Somebody love you that damn much and give you no knowledge, no wisdom, no supreme power, no nothing. You just gotta come be some nigga, follow some rules that nobody can understand. And he gonna give you he gonna give you salvation. After everything you did, he gonna give you salvation. Interesting, right?
that's the illusion of inclusion.
But you got them, some of them out there now think Drew Ali gonna do it. Some of them think Cheap Black Thunderbird Eagle gonna do it, you know? They think that brother over in Chicago gonna do it. For real. They think these big preachers with all these big
Mega church
congregations and shit gonna do it, you feel me? Yeah, they dressing better than Jesus, you feel me? It's all an emotional attachment to material wealth. Ain't got nothing to do with your soul. All spiritual, you feel me? Remember that day back in the day, that was some crazy shit, right? Where it's like, what would Jesus do, right? That shit went out showing it. You couldn't even get mad. What would Jesus do? I don't know. And I said, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts. That's one bit where you been so goddamn long. You gonna do what? I said, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts. What the fuck? That's what the fuck you been, man.
all this hell we done went through. All this hell we done went through. Where nigga been at?
I was waiting on his ass. I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Where you been?
Everybody been talking about your ass 2 years, 2,000 years. He can't even walk straight. He got everybody that told him how he gonna walk, what kind of shoes he gonna wear, what kind of clothes he gonna wear, how he gonna look, how he gonna cut his hair, everything. Amazing to me. You got these sisters out here that gave up their marriage and their love for man just to worship some invisible God. And the crazy thing is they tell you the nigga's invisible. Then they come give you a picture. You didn't even check that, did you? He tell you that nigga was invisible. And then they gave you a picture, you accepted it. And now you can't get that image out of your mind. And you got people walking around here thinking they look like him and thinking they got some type of royal privilege. You know, it's just amazing to me that they feel like they so right because they're Caucasian. They got some, that's royalty. I'm like, the sun kill you, motherfucker. How you gonna be royalty and the sun kill you? You feel me? But that's what that racism system does. I mean, look at it now. Look at this voting thing coming up now. You know, look at all this racism showing up. It's been there the whole while, but look at it now. You know, the last thing a Caucasian man want to do is lose against a black woman or African American woman, whatever they call themselves. So you know they furious right now. You hear me?
Right. They head explode off that one.
And just showing you how much racism is into religion, how much racism into politics or politics, how much racism is into the justice system, how much racism into the education system, how much racism is in the credit system. Just races out. So you got all the African Americans that cater to that style of trauma. And now they feel like they got some divine royalty because of that, you know, they able to live in $1 million house or drive a Bentley. I mean, you still ain't got no damn salvation.
Right. That's right.
You still got to go there and get a loan. You see, you just what they call a good nigga. You feel me? And now you got your own shit to go grant your own check to go to your own bank and do everything you want to do with your own system. Why you scared now? You've been talking shit for 50 years. Now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Wow.
I mean, Holland 50 years. Now it's here. They scared. What can they do? They got everybody talking about, oh, this is Moorish American. This is Nation of Islam. This is Islam. This is Sunni Muslim. This is Shiite Muslim. This is Egyptology. This is Hebrew Israelites. This is Christianity. You know, different form. This is Islam. All that bullshit. Ain't got no bank to pay yourself. Now you got your own status. See, we so bad that we came in to create the 4-leaf clover because they had a 3-leaf clover before for all them years since 1945. Rothschild and all them, they had that whole thing 3-leaf clover. You came in and made your own clover, so that make you create your own currency without permission or acceptance of anybody. And that's why you see that. That's why you see why they call me what? Why they call us what? The best kept secret. Now it makes sense to you, know.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So they can't come in and tell you to do nothing. They can't. Remember that I ain't gonna call no name, but you remember that boy came on and checked on us? That prime minister checked on us?
Yep.
And Biden said what? Oh, we don't mess with his guy. Yeah, he cool. We've been knowing about him since Obama days. And yes, we don't mess with his government. And we thank the Lord he don't mess with all. We still doing our best to figure that one out, right? We already know what it is. You just got to get certain things, you know. So that makes sense to you.
It does, Uncle. It does. Yes, it does.
So they been knowing about it. That's how that boy tried to attach himself to us with some crazy ass court case. He went up to the Department of Interior. What did they say? You got to get permission from who? Head of state. And let you know who head of state, but you don't see nobody jumping on this bandwagon moving state. They want to keep running that game they play because they want to be models. You feel me? They want people to follow them and dress like them and claim to have some actual facts and bullshit. You feel me? You know what we say about actual facts. You know what I'm saying? You're like actually nuts, motherfucker, whatever. You know, back in the day, I don't remember that shit. These nuts. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay. I know. Y'all got a wide open input. Come on now. Where's you got for me? Come on.
I have a question in the chat. It says, "Your man,
got?
could you elaborate on the significance of the quote claim of life on 4 March 2004 in the context of your sovereign authority?"
Well, a lot of y'all missed them schools because David, that you just had to be doing. You had to be around during that time, honestly. because you never have it again. But it's David started in 99. We started early years about, and Russell, he had to talk now a little bit. But and that brother over England talked a little bit about that quantum language. So what David was able to do in 99 was able, when the Supreme Court of the United States Corporation, they said you didn't have no it wasn't a constitutional court. Okay. I was gonna say, that was some, I was gonna say, you got a couple hours on that. They said it was a constitutional court. Well, it wasn't a constitutional court. So right after that, David Copy claimed the 50-star flag at the head on the quantum. So they lost right to that, all the seals and the flags that they claimed, because they turned it into verbs. So if you look at the money, say United States of America on it, it's a verb. So David Copy claimed the flag, and they had to agree to it all through the international and everything. So you had a language called Semtech language, back in the day it was quantum language. So you had to claim yourself back to the land through blood right. So you got all these folks right now doing all these red fingerprints, and yeah, be cracking me up. They be showing all that shit on the Facebook, their IDs and all that bullshit, the fingerprint on it. That's that sovereign citizen bullshit. You feel me? So if you have a state, you don't need all that. Whatever your state issue, that's what your state stand on. You feel me? So you got all the individuals out. That's why the shit's so fucked up. But anyway, so we came through. David found out that we had created our own state, but he got summons to the Rothschilds, England, the Hague, everywhere, because he attempted to copy claim the 48-star flag. So he attempted to claim the copy 48-star flag when they recommissioned the flag in 205 on 26th June 205. David did the same copy claim that he did with the 50-star flag in 99. So you had to be in that language, understanding how you take the verb out of the language, and you just have clear noun. You can read the sentences from front to back, back to front, front to back, back to front. Feel me? So when you go up in their court, they couldn't answer you because they a verb. So the judge couldn't answer a quantum filing. So the quantum filing always won because you talking on the sovereignty of the land. That's why a lot of judges still running from it. So the main piece to that situation was that David had to, solidify a court, quantum court. So that's why he was in process, because when he got summons to all this stuff I'm telling you about, the Rothschilds and them, about that situation, well, Russell and them was already at the head on that side, doing their best to get, the currency caught up with everything that's going on. That's why you got certain countries right now to this day that would take silver, put it this way. And then whatever the country you're dealing with, they got a copyright on it. You have to pay that copyright violation. But they'll melt the silver down for you. It has to be over 250,000, I believe. And then they'll hold that silver for you when they get the purity of it. And then they'll grant you credit against that silver. And they'll hold it for, check this out, 13 months, right? And in 13 months, you can go pull it out and push it right back in and get the same amount of credit over and over again. So certain countries, I ain't gonna call them, but they already registered. Y'all done told y'all I haven't seen a couple of them. So that's something that David and them did, and Russ and them did, with dealing with that SICTAT quantum language. So Russ is still sending out stuff to this day, but he never got that court. So you notice in my powers what I say, the authority to create a what? Quantum court. So that you can, because you're a quantum sovereign. You feel me?
Right.
That's why you accept civil for your nationality. But no civil copyrighted by no state. You see?
Right.
Start to get it now.
Right.
Because you got your own state. So you don't need no copyrights, no civil that's copyrighted by the United States for what? You're not nationalized to be a United States citizen. You're already a damn citizen. So you're a sovereign state. That's why it costs you what? Silver and gold to come through your court. You feel me? Until you get your currency off the market, off the ground. So then these cats, they claiming all this sorry bullshit. They had to come and prove that they are real. That's why you just diss them, delete them, because they keep talking about a history class. You feel me? Like it's gonna challenge the Christian or the Muslim. That's why we dropped all that shit. Remember? Just closed the book, gave it back to them.
Right.
Wish you the best, right? And we got to stop all them folk trying to come across our gate, attempting to bring that shit across our gate. You know, that Erica Badu syndrome, that invisible bag. You feel me? we gotta cover them now, don't we? I'll leave y'all alone, man. That's why we tell y'all to let your light shine, right? Because they won't come and get my light all the time, right? I'm cool. My light gonna shine, but you got a light within you. My job is to bring that light out of you, okay? So I don't hold no punches, you feel me? You know? That's why I say I ain't got no, I let you be who you are, you feel me? So you can accept accountability, you feel me?
That's right.
And once you accept accountability, you ready to run the state. And that's something y'all had to fight for months. Look how hard some of you fought yourself. What I say, sometimes you just gotta get up and want to slap shit out yourself, right? Remember that? Y'all thought I was crazy. Now you look back and say, you know, you were right. Sometimes you gotta slap shit out yourself. Wake your ass up, you feel me? Oh, what about that one? Going to the mirror, look at it, say, what? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You know? I mean, folks gonna run away from that, right? You ain't talking to myself like that, man. You crazy. So what we got?
I have a question. This is out of YouTube from sister named Jamila. She asked, why is it important to dock your status?
Say what?
The question is, why is it important to dock your status?
Well, who are you then? Outside that, you're just a citizen. So if you're just gonna be a citizen for some state, because you born in the United States and you got a birth certificate, you got a job, went to college, all that. I mean, you're a citizen. You don't have no. Who are you? So who are you? You have no. Well, you're not without a nationality. You're just a slave. You have no future. They can play this Jesus Christ stuff all they want, Muhammad and Mahdi crap all they want, or Musa and Judaism and Thutmose and Egyptology, all that stuff, man. They ain't going up with recycling. They ain't got no nationality to do nothing. You're a citizen. You get told what to do. So claim your nationality by you claim yourself back to the earth, to the land. Now you got your own being to operate like you are a true sovereign, a true national to the land. Outside of that, you got every rule in the book. Like a lot of people move to Georgia. They don't know Georgia got more damn rules against citizenship, black man in any damn state in the union. That's why they thought it was so crazy when they got it, when they gave us full faith and credit. Hold on a second.
YouTube moderators, are there any more questions from YouTube?
There are no more questions at this time on YouTube.
Gratitude.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
What you got for me?
All right. There's no more questions from YouTube. Hands in the queue. I'm gonna yield the floor back to the host.
Okay.
Kind of a question.
Well, Bach, are you ready to host?
Yes.
Who have network? Who stepped up? I know Sir Josh stepped up to read. Who was the backup?
This is Luke Matt.
What's up? You need a filling?
Yes.
I'm just trying to get a understanding, understanding that
I can read. Come on. All right, so we on our land and our culture. We go to the next slide. All right, so we have a map here depicting all the points of our territory. Here on this map, if you go into our documents and read, you'll see that our documents come equipped with dot points, navigational points. So if you look those navigational points up, most of our documents will tell you early on docs, some of those points are historical landmarkers. Again, part of our nominational culture. All right, you go to the next slide.
Hold on.
Oh, go back.
This is some of them.
Yeah,
These right here is some of the main ones that have Anunnaki or ships always checking on throughout the years, where it's different parts of our land where a certain activity from galactical spaceships and all that you want to call is part of that system all over the world. But we got, since the notice of accession, we put about 12 more countries in there, right?
Yes.
So that's got to get updated, but that's good for now. That's nice. Okay, I yield.
All right, next slide, please. All right, then we get into our state and our kingdom authentication. So we have our, going from left to right, we have the emperor's Washita, or right to left, Washita Mer nationality form document, seal. We have our Mount Arafat embassy, the embassy Native American Moors, MERS, nationalization, right? Then we also have our state of Georgia authentication, state of Georgia 5604B constructive agreement.
Now, if you go back and look at that middle one, they're down at the bottom.
Chief Black Eagle, Commander in Chief.
Well, who? Yeah, it's the government, see?
Yeah.
Don't know where that name got in authority at, you see?
Right. All right.
So he allowed the praying man to be added to our sacred symbol. So you see people say, oh, you need a 20 damn piece of paper to get nationalized, right? You don't need one piece of paper, right?
Right.
You know why they do one piece of paper? You got people that got 10 pages of nationality, that great seal bull crap. Got everything under there, you feel me? Do what I was able to do. I got a sovereign state with just 2 pieces of paper. See? The Washita over here on the right, that's when I'm nationalized double chief for the United Washita Deducted Money, or the Empire / Washita Merged Deducted Money. I called out in 2021 for any of them cats out there on the market claiming they got some authority to come give me a date before mine. But they ain't never seen it until I brought it out, you see. I just sat back there and talked to them and laughed at them because they went up my clowns, but we had to move. We couldn't say certain things because we was moving the state. And them African American cats, they were attempting to test that. They were attempting to test themselves, everything we did. So you see, I got a track record all about those 3. So what the chief, commander-in-chief Black Eagle, Chief Black Eagle, Coach Thunderbird Incorporated, and now chief, well, doctor back then, but chief doctor, chief de facto, what do you say? What do you call himself? What's his damn name? Black Hawk. See what they created my own nation. Yamasee Native American Moors. You ain't never heard of it before. I created my own clan. But you gotta realize that was on 13 June. Now, Chief Black Eagle, Commander-in-Chief, he signed as a head of state on what date? 19 June, same year, you see? Started hitting that on.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So I was already a chief when I nationalized him to be a chief. Starting to get it now, right?
Right. And you came in as a chief.
I'm nationalized as double chief. So we nationalized Chief Black Eagle on the Yamasee government. He officially had a what? A sovereign name now. To go outside that name, I tell you what, they're all agents, right?
Yep.
Right.
But every name they call them out there in the market ain't got no status to it.
Nope.
That's a picture, right?
Yep.
Some different outfit on, trying to make him look like he all royalty and divine. You feel me? Sound like them Hebrew Israelites, right?
Right.
Leader locked up, can't do nothing. They talking. Now this George Apple still here. That's when they authenticated who? Now your Kufra News, these sounds from hell. See? Now, I know you got the United States in there, but that's you see how that you see when my authority come down. That's how I came through that gate. Then I came in 4 March. They were talking about a while ago. After we got the after all this, we came in 4 March 2004. 22 days. There 22 go again. 22 days after Colin Powell authenticated me and the Yamasee government. 22 days after that, I became a sovereign prince. Or the Yamasee government, crown prince, or United Washita Deducted Money. Oh, y'all know that, do you? I just been sitting back, growing to my position. I ain't moving fast enough for some people, but they want me to go down that road. You feel me? I'm going down the road the elders brought me on. So y'all good on that now?
Yeah, that was good.
Yes.
Our culture and bloodline. We nominationals, colon space, are the blood of our ancestors. For all our ancestors in all that we were, in all that we are, and all that we will become. We are now nominationals, colon space, a uniting of the energetic attainment of she, the shamanic wisdom of the Washita natives, existing from Amexem, the royalty of the Moors, and the planetary obligations of the Nibirian/Anunnaki. Next slide, please. And you see all the different pictures of our ancestors, our deities. So we have.
Oh, y'all done messed me up. Y'all got daddy up there.
About to say, we got the Empress.
Joe Samson, boy.
We got in the middle, Most High Nu. We got the Empress Father. All right.
That's his name is.
Joseph.
That's what his birth name is.
Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph.
Joseph Louis Sampson. Joseph Louis.
That's
Sampson. Born in Sampson County, right?
That's right.
That's his name. Joseph Louis Sampson. Louis Sampson. We all call him Daddy Joe, you know, Joe, but that's his birth name, Joseph Louis Sampson. Look who he has. Feel me? All in the bloodline. Y'all know y'all can trace that deeper. You know, Drew Ali came up Sampson County. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Like you said, the prophet said it begin with end where it started. I said the prophet said it'll end where it started at, and both of y'all
right.
in the same place.
I learned how to ride horses out there where he born at. We
Hard.
just keep our horses and horses out there when we growing up. All right, come on.
All right, so then on the bottom, we got depiction of one of the deities, female deities, as a Naga. We got the Empress.
Oh, that came from Angkor Wat.
Right, Angkor Wat. We have
Angkor Wat of the goddesses of doing. You ready for this? Samhu.
facts.
That's some of Samhu. Remember, Samhu became who? Buddha.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
That's why the China, they honor you when they see you. They know if you know who you is. Because they worship you, but they had to make Buddha look like them. Same kind of image, right? Come on.
All right. We have a depiction of our Emperor's 13X grandmother, Agnes Sampson. We also have a depiction of our ancient culture as Olmecs. We have an Olmec.
You know they only found 17 of them heads, right?
Didn't know that.
So far. That came with Toph. They don't have priests of Toph, Tahuti. It came through Yucatan. That's after the war between Toph and Murdoch. Remember, him and Murdoch fought for 300 years. Until Inky came told him to move to another part of the world once he came over to the Yucatan. That's why you see our records say back into the Yucatan, the stones and what? Yucatan. Why? Because they came who? Toph. Makes sense now, huh?
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
And then, once upon a time, we ruled as kings, as Moors. And you have a depiction of one of our kings. Can't tell you which one exactly. But you see the crown, and you see the Negroid features, right? So.
Now, you know that we had our coat of arms, right?
Right.
Why they got unicorns and all that stuff when they coat of arms now?
Right. They're part of the animal race.
We didn't have to do all that. We just royalty, you see?
It's Disney World stuff.
They came in, put eagles, lions, unicorn, all that. Like they some deep
lions
warriors. Like, man, please. But you forgot about the best one up here, boy. My mama with. She doesn't do that too. I like that.
I went through mama. She was first.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. What's up, Shelly? Shelly, right? I done raised them, boy. See, that's why I say I'm a brother's keeper, right?
Yeah.
So who would I come and raise? I raise my mom and daddy.
That's right.
So that way, when I travel through my journey, they can be right with me, right?
Right.
I ain't mad at you. I didn't give y'all a chance to go get y'all, but some of y'all played around, right? Won't get it again. Come on.
All right.
How you go?
Let me get into our culture. All right. So our culture.
I get on this.
You got the Namashi compass. Our Namashi compass serves as a revitalized ancient sacred circle, namatized to bring awareness to the subtle vibrations of air, earth, water, fire, and ether. Everything is vibrating. Everything is vibrating energy, like an ocean of frequency. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are ripples in the ocean. Our attention, your attention is your currency. Put value on what you give your attention to. The first new moon after the spring equinox, the earth spirals around the sun for 364 days, revisiting 13 constellations. In sync with all tides of the earth, the moon shines and hides in a series of phases for 13 consecutive months. Each month, carries a she, in parentheses, vibration/frequency. The Namashi compass is a gauge of these frequencies and provides the best times to ritualize practices to honor space, energy, self, earth, and ether. Nama/Nibirians Moroccans Moorish Yamishi American natives Amaru Washita Mers the Demonian. All right, you see the barcode, scan, get your order now. All right, definitely a good tool to have as we bring in our time spans. You feel me? We're no longer on the time spans of death. We're on the time spans of life at this point in time. And so everything we do is about living and living long lives, as the protector says, in perpetuity infinitum. So this is our 13-month calendar, which syncs up with the universe because we're universal beings, right? And we have a universal empire. So this is important for us to have, again, as we bring in our own time scale, all right? Make sure you get your order in, scan. All right, so now we get into our terrestrial and celestial events. All right, so back to the Namashi compass. All right, so the month that we are in is our sunflower. All right, so this fire constellation resonates with the sunflower's radiant energy and the eagle's sharp vision. Sunflowers symbolize growth, creative self-expansion, passion, leadership, and transformation, mirroring eagle's boldness and confidence. Embrace your inner leader. Channel this fire to take initiative and inspire others. Like the eagle, focus on your vision with unwavering determination and appreciate all that is granted to you. Like a sunflower, basking in the sun. Harness the energy to illuminate your path and soar like the eagle. Sunflower stalks can be used to produce biodiesel and renewable fuel that can be used in cars and trucks. Sunflower oil is used in traditional medicine for its moisturizing and emollient properties, benefiting skin and hair. Sunflowers are more than just pretty. Enjoy the seeds, oil, and fibers while they improve your garden and feed wildlife. Then we have gold. All right. Gold's versatility makes it easy to use in various forms and applications. For instance, in investment, gold can be owned physically through exchange-trade funds, ETFs, in parentheses, or as digital gold. In jewelry, gold is crafted into various forms like necklaces, rings, bracelets, and earrings. In electronics, gold is used in connectors and computer chips. In cosmetics, gold is used in skincare, cream, lip balm, and moisturizers. However, it is important to note that while gold has many benefits, its use should be based on scientific evidence and under proper guidance due to potential side effects. And so you have our sunflower, and as a state, we can delve into the many different facets of the sunflower to break it down and used as product, right? The same as gold. Gold has various properties to it. As far as purity, it can be manipulated to minuscule flatness, right? And you can really manipulate gold, jewelry, copper, gold plating, right? And connectors, as it says, computers, right? Gold has a range of uses that we can utilize as a state. And guess what? You don't have to ask nobody's permission, right? Cosmetics, right? Everybody talks about the manna. So if you into them Bibles that everybody read, them Bibles, right? It talks about the manna. So we come to find out that the manna was what they call monatomic gold, right? Maybe mixed with another substance, but it gave them substance for the duration of supposedly while they was in the desert for them 40, however, days, years, or whatever. So gold is very, very important, right? So I yield with that. We can, unless there's any questions, we can go to the next slide. All right, so then we get into terrestrial and celestial events. September through October 2023, terrestrial and celestial events. Cool. All right, so September events. The Nebula is a star in the constellation Leo. It is the second brightest star in Leo and the 61st brightest star in the sky. The nebula is a main sequence star with an apparent magnitude of 2.113. It is about 3/4 the size and mass of the sun and 15 times brighter than the sun. The nebula is also thousands of degrees hotter than the sun's surface, so it shines pure white. It is estimated to be between 100 and 380 million years old. In astrology, the nebula was believed to bring misfortune and disgrace. The name, the nebula, comes from the Arabic phrase, Anoab al-Assad, in parentheses, which means, quote, tail of the lion, end quote. In ancient Chinese culture, the nebula was given the first star designation in the 5-star astrium, quote, seat of the 5 emperors, end quote. And we discussed that the other day, and it just so happened that one of the emperors is named what, y'all? Cool. Cool. Like in Khufu? Cool. Y'all remember that? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Nope.
All right. Well, on one of our calls, we delved into it when we was going over these slides, right? Seat of the 5 emperors. So we found that very interesting.
That's real interesting. You asked them, they probably had sleep, they didn't hear it. But the question came a while ago about the white privilege, right? So if you sit right here, you see the purity of white. I said pure white, right? So you can see how that came with the white privileges, with the sovereignty of the emperor. The emperor's money was what? He had what you call sovereigns. You hear me?
Sovereigns.
That was the currency of the Vizier or the Vizier house. It was called sovereigns. You got normal sovereigns now. Because you got that sovereign energy, pure white. You want to look at it like that. Because you come from the fire, you see? So I just thought when you were reading it, kind of tied into it,
Copy that. All right. We can move along just for a commentary. The 5 emperors of China. The 5 emperors of China were the Yellow Emperor, Zhangzu, Emperor Ku, Emperor Yao, and Shun. All right, so from the ancient annals of Nibiru, per the holy tablets, we present to you ancient deities of this realm before the Greeks, who named Lamu, Mars, and Lahamu, Venus. These twin deities hold significant importance in comprehending the fabric of this universe. They are the first gods born from the chaotic union of Apsu, in parentheses, which is our sun / Ray, and Tiamat, in parentheses, which is our mother, Earth - Ta, or / Ta. They are the progenitors of Anshar, in parentheses, which is Saturn, and Kishar, in parentheses, which is Jupiter, respectively, representing the celestial and terrestrial realms. Lamu is also associated with the red planet Mars, which is an aspect of our Imperial Majesty. Lamu is the first begotten and is associated with war. When Nibiru was approaching this galaxy, Lamu was the first to speak. Nibiru fought Tiamat to the benefit of aligning the current galaxy's astral boy. And so as the Protector spoke to us yesterday, informed us that what? That bracelet came from Nibiru, that astral belt. Any comments, questions?
I said, that's right. That was the Nibiru victory for eternity. It ain't easy to get through that belt neither.
No, it's not.
It ain't easy to get out of it neither.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. We went over this yesterday too then.
Yeah, we did.
Then you had 6 planets just aligned. So you had Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and Mercury. You just had them planets aligned. Coming to my Earth Day, right?
Right.
Now you got today, matter of fact, my Earth Day. 58 number 3, y'all. Hey, you know it. This is the beginning of 58 number 3. I've been in the water everywhere. They didn't have me everywhere. You know, I ain't get no damn sleep. I've been rolling all day. I done been to the water, the park. Oh my gracious. That's why I said I was just getting in. And time elapsed, you know. But you got all this happening. It's going on as you come to 58 number 3. So this is you coming to your seat. And look what you had done for the last 2 years to get to your seat, right?
Right.
And it came to me when it needed, right?
Right.
Outside of that, when it didn't need it, I just kept moving, right?
Right.
So now we're on record. It's time to roll. All right, let's go.
Quick question on this. Yeah, quick question on this, Protector. So, you know, it talks about new heavens and new earth. In this aspect, Nibiru did create a new heaven and a new earth because the planets was aligned a different way and the earth was different back then, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. Nibiru is the one responsible for the system the way it is now and the space between each planet.
Right.
The way it is now. Before, when Tiamat, remember Tiamat is about what they say 3 to 4 times the size of the Earth.
Right.
I mean, look at the astral belt. Go around the whole damn. Look at the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big Tiamat was. I think they was Maldak too.
Maldak, right?
But Maldak planet got
destroyed.
Was another part of that system.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a space in there where a planet's supposed to be. You remember?
Right.
So that's how they came in because the Maldakians raised up against the Nibiru, the Anunnaki, and they made them submit. Now they became what? Scouts for the Anunnaki. But they were based under the water of Tiamat. So they came up to attack Nibiru. Feel me?
Copy.
You get all that down the road though.
Right. All right.
All that true story coming out. You start to see it more and more on the internet.
Cool. Yeah, now we do. Definitely on the internet. That's all they've been talking about. Anunnaki, under Nibiru.
Well, they keep getting Nibiru messed up. They keep trying to say she's 4 times the size of Earth. I said, no. She's 4 times the size of Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can't imagine that high. Their minds can't go that far. So they tell everybody they 4 to 5 to 6 times the size of Earth. And I'm like, no. It's 4 to 5 times the size of Jupiter.
That makes so much sense on why it has to say a certain distance, because if it get too close to
the gravitational pull.
Yeah, it'll rip this planet in the shreds.
It can't get no closer between Jupiter and Mars because of the gravitational pull. They did it. I mean, that's why you got the flood.
Right.
That's why you talk about the flood, because the Nibiru got too close.
Right.
And everybody don't know that whole story. They think it was some god or whatever. That's what the church made you believe so they can control your ass.
Right.
What you got? Come on.
Now we cool. We on to the next slide. All right. The connection between September's alignment and chapter 12 of the book of Revelation sign has sparked interest among many. There are 5 intriguing coincidences that are worth exploring in relation to the asteroid known as, quote, child, end quote. All right. And so before we go down, yeah, there we go. Mid-September 2023, we'll see the one of a kind convergence in the heaven, or we saw one of a kind convergence in the heavens. An asteroid named, quote, child, end quote, will be exiting the belly of Virgo. She was giving birth, right? Officially known as the identifying number 4580. All right. So then we go to the red planet, 2. The red planet, in parentheses, Lahmu, Mars, will be hovering around the belly of Virgo. All right. Virgo will be clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet. Right. So the sun will be at her head. She had 7 stars around her head. She had the moon at her feet and the sun at her head. Right. Or the moon and the sun at her feet. And then 3, a newly discovered comet will be passing through Virgo for only the foreseeable time, which, what did we see? Green Kachina during this time? Was that the Kachina one? Talk to me, y'all.
Yes.
That's Kachina.
Yeah, the Katina.
Right. Right. And so it was funny because they had to change their dates up because the year before this constellation came, but it didn't have no comet. And this year it came same way, but it had the comet this time. Right? So,
Right.
Right.
All right, so come on. We go to the next slide. All right, so continue on the 4th in the book of Revelation, specifically in chapter 12, an intriguing celestial phenomena is described as a great sign in the heavens, right? That sign we just talked about. And a remarkable celestial spectacle, a magnificent sign has emerged in the heavens. Behold, a woman adorned in the radiant garments, enveloped by the brilliance of the sun. The moon, a mere pedestal beneath her feet, serves as a testament to her celestial authority. Adorning her regal countenance is a resplendent crown, adorned with 12 stars, symbolizing her elevated status. This awe-inspiring vision has captivated the attention of many, leaving them in awe of its divine significance. In a moment filled with both anticipation and discomfort, a pregnant woman finds herself overcome by pain as she prepares to bring new life into the world. In the realm of heavenly visions, a remarkable sight unfolded as a colossal red dragon emerged. Which, and somebody I hear, because I could hear somebody saying, how did I got to do with y'all? Well, she giving birth to a nation. And we're the only nation right now emerging. And we had our emperor go through birthing pains. You feel me? 20 years in the making. Plus. So at this time, we coming out. So as they would say, push! All right, she done pushed this thing out. You feel me? And here we are. As an emerging state. So we give gratitude. We give gratitude and thanks. Feel me?
Yeesh.
All right, come on. Here's the next slide. The 12th through the 17th, a green comet. We were just talking about the Kachina. A report by NRP.com NPR.com says, quote, scientists determined that this comet takes about 430 years to orbit the sun, end quote. As it begins is how it will end. We begin the timeline with the breaking of the 430-year-old curse. How fitting we conclude with a 430-year return to the prophesied green Kachina comet. So, they tried to scare us with all the history channels because they couldn't understand our brethren, our Native Americans, cycle of time or whatever like that. It's the end of the world. You feel me? But it was the end of a cycle of time and destruction at the end of some of the cycles. You feel me? new beginnings at the end of other cycles, right? And I had an elder say, yeah, the ending is a beginning. The ending is always a new beginning. So we begin, right? And then on the 20th, 600 days, in parentheses 600, days after the opening of the gates of hell, all caps, HEM, is recognized as opening the gates of hell. Quote, and this is from the UN Secretary General, quote, humanity has opened the gates of hell, end quote. Again, says the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, as he gathered world leaders for a high-level summit on the climate crisis. I had an elder say, there is no such thing as a coincidence. And so I have to stand on that, right? And as a witness, I witnessed a mythological creature called an emperor open up the gates of hell. As, of course, 600 days later, you have the world talking about the gates of hell is open. For me, that's mind-blowing, right? As a witness. It also allows me to understand myself, right? I'm where I'm supposed to be. You did? All right? So, and all you should feel the same way. You are where you're supposed to be, right? If you're on this shit. Any comments, questions?
No hands in the queue, nothing in the chat.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Now let's protect the guiding commentary. All right.
No
so,
questions in YouTube's
none?
as well.
Okay, cool.
None so far. There is a message from Ray Hay wishing the Emperor a happy solar.
All right, cool. All right, so then we get into some celestial events. September 15th, we had a new moon. The moon will be located on the same side of the Earth as the sun and will not be visible in the night sky. This phase occurs at 0141 UTC. This is the best time of the month to observe faint objects such as galaxies and star clusters because there is no moonlight to interfere. As well as, yeah, you need to go in the woods if you're in a urban area because of light pollution, right? So once you get out of the urban centers, the sky becomes more visible on clear nights especially, right? And the stars begin to pop like popcorn. It's the most beautifulest thing in the world. All right. September 19, Neptune at opposition. The blue giant planet will be at its closest approach to Earth, and its face will be fully illuminated by the sun. It will be brighter than any other time of the year and will be visible all night long. This is the best time to view and photograph Neptune. Due to its extreme distance from Earth, it will only appear as a tiny blue dot in all but the most powerful telescopes. September 22nd, them 22s run prevalent. Mercury at its greatest western elongation. The planet Mercury reaches greatest western elongation of 17.9 degrees from the sun. This is the best time to view. And if you don't understand the elongation, we're talking about its rotation around the sun. It has an elongated elliptical movement around the sun. So at this point in time, it's at its greatest elongation, okay? September 23, September equinox. The September equinox occurs at 0643 UTC. The sun will shine directly on the equator, and there will be nearly equal amounts of day and night throughout the world. This is also the first day of fall, autumn, right? The autumn equinox, in parentheses, autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere, and the first day of spring, vernal equinox, in parentheses, in the southern hemisphere. So we all don't experience the weather at the same time. It's summer on one side of the planet, winter on the other side of the planet, and mixtures in between. When it flips, the same thing happens, all right? All right, so then we get into September 29th, full moon, super moon, right? Which is
So we got another super moon coming in this month?
Solving observances. Nah, this is September events, Protector.
I know, I said we got
this September coming in?
Yeah, they got a real super moon coming in.
Yeah.
Cool.
September tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep, it's already in, really.
The moon will be located at the opposite side of the Earth as the sun, and its face will be fully illuminated. This phase occurs at 0959 UTC. This full moon was known by our early Native American tribes as the corn moon because the corn is harvested around this time of year. Makes sense? That should make sense to everybody. This moon is also known as the harvest moon, right? We collecting the corn, harvest, Thanksgiving, all of those type of things, feast of gratitude. The harvest moon is the full moon that occurs closest to the September equinox each year. This is also the last of 4 supermoons for, again, 2023. The moon will be near its closest approach at the Earth and may look slightly larger and brighter than usual.
I think you might need to change that date to 2024, but this is the 4th supermoon. They only get 4 this year.
You only get 4.
Yeah, the third one's in August.
Yeah.
So they got a 4th one. They said it was 4.
Right.
So if it's not, it's cool. If it's 23, that's cool, but they got one more super full moon. I don't know if it's September, October, November. Y'all got to check me out. But that's cool.
Right.
And that would be September 18th, 2024.
2024. Okay, got it, Al.
34.
Now UTC, that's Universal Time. All right, so that's 5 hours what? Behind us or before us?
Come on, you time experts.
Think ahead.
Ahead? Okay.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I
So
think
if
ahead.
it's 9:59, that's 10 o'clock. So that'd be what? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for us? Y'all sure it's ahead or behind?
I'll find out.
I thought behind.
I'm gonna Charlie Vic for that.
I think 10 should be 9, 8, 7, 6. It should be 5 o'clock our time. Or East Coast time, and 9 o'clock.
I got
10
you.
o'clock.
UTC corresponds to the following times in various time zones. So Eastern time would be 10:34 p.m. previous day. Central time 9:34 previous day. Mountain time 8:34 previous day. Pacific time 7:34. And Central European time CET 4:34 a.m. And Indian Standard Time, didn't even know of such a thing, 8:04 a.m.
Now they go have normal time.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have normal time because you got your own calendar. You got your whole universe. So they got to come up with a normal time because they got all the time on your land. So they got to coincide with your time because they're on your damn land. You feel me?
Copy that.
Yeah.
Right. They got
You know,
hammer time.
when the fight though, Britain opened up Big Ben, that's when they got the time on you, right? You know the clock, Big Ben, right?
Over in London, right? London Bridge, Big Ben.
When they lock you in with that time zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they put your foot on the birth certificate. Why? That's child paper. People thought it was good. Oh, they got a footprint on your birth certificate. That's child. They're showing you like a damn cow. You feel me?
Yeah, damn near a brand.
It's just as simple to take a blood drop, put on there, right?
Yeah. But then that would denote a whole new avenue.
That's a whole different venue, ain't it? They don't even want to touch that one, do they?
At all. They think they have a headache now. They would really have a headache there. Woo.
Why just they put blood on make you a live being? They can't make you a live being, they want to make you a corporation. So you breathe and walk around like you breathing, like you're human. But everything you operate is dead. Social security card, dead. Birth certificate, dead. Just a bone, you see? You got a number, just like that chair you sitting in got a number. That chair got a number. Look at it, put it up, look upside down. You'll find a number on it. That's how they see you in the system. So what the Moors did, they found out that in banking, if you got the right code, 9-digit system, where you can send all your international bills with change stuff through like they do without them even recognizing it. Because it's just going through the system. So that's when they try to come up with their own little system. and go to talk to the clerk of the court and everything to try to get themselves registered, and then come out and say they're a private bank. Y'all heard that private bank syndrome, right? Okay, so when they go to that private bank, then they act like they can send UCCs or international bill of change bond, discharge that. All that's up to the system with that 9-digit number system. So when it go through, it just go through. But what happened when they were sending there through, what happened? It got kicked out. Every one of them they sent through get kicked out. Then they gotta go to a person. When they look at it, and then that's when everything becomes available. You feel me? But if you got that system, like you got a state, so that system we got is the same system, because you can, if you need to get in Swift, as we working on it now, you can get in there where you want. We just talking about bridge right now, where you want to go, but you got authority to get anything you need, because that's part of that system. So they were trying to crack into that system without being a state. That's why I tell you, you got some renegades out there, you feel me?
Renegades, yeah.
And then what they would do is they nationalized so many people. And you know, I seen this boy nationalized over 5,000 or more, Great Seal Moors. Okay? They used them people as guinea pigs. And a lot of people didn't know their name was going up through the courts on certain documents. They never even knew. Because they gave these people all their authority over there when they were doing their paperwork, you feel me? Oh, things make you go on, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
That's our real thing, you know. All right, come on, let's have some fun now. You know I'm 58 number 3 tonight. Come on.
Go.
Y'all had to cut my little jam off, so that's cool.
All right, so we get into October.
Okay, so that's this year, right? Or last year?
This
year?
we reminiscing. Like we reminiscing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Well, I mean, because you know, I wanted to really talk about during this time right here. You talking September, October? That's the comet coming in. This new comet coming in,
right?
And this, oh yeah, this thing is huge. And now that's why I said today they supposed to be announcing it, because it's passing through. Oh, that's the fire deity on the sun, huh? They passing through Jupiter and Saturn, I believe. But it's supposed to be coming past us like in September, going around the sun. And when it go around the sun and come back out, that's when it get closer to Earth, around October. Somewhere in October 12th. You feel me? So it's supposed to be like down to a 3 or a 2. Last comet we had that bright was Hellball. And y'all remember them folks said they would come, they did that court thing and said they was getting ready to be lifted up, remember?
Right.
This was the last time you see something that's bright. And you know something? Someone made this comment so bad though? The last time it orbited us was 26,000 years ago. Now we know about the epoch, right? 26,000 years ago. So that's all that makes sense now. And what Chief Black Thunderbird Eagle was talking about in his doctrine about the 26,000 year epoch. You feel me? So if you're changing going into a 26,000 year period, a new one, well, I would think something like this would give you the start of it as a damn comet. You feel me? Because you can't tame it, you can't tell it. It's been traveling for 26,000 damn years. So now they getting ready to talk about it on my Earth Day today, as I'm becoming 58 number 3, and I'm coming to my seat. And what they say precede you before you get to your seat? A comet. And it showed right up a couple days ago. We found it. Right? I'm like, damn. So it is true. And I am coming to my seat, you know? So that makes sense to everybody.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
My only question to that would be, so as this, I said my only question to that would be, as this procession come in, is it part of the other system that's coming in along with it?
Everything coming in to welcome me to my seat.
Nice.
Remember my grandma said what? She said, you got your rule lasts forever. So I said, well, whose rule can last forever? Unless you are the man. So you done came down to this level, transform yourself, came up like y'all, act like y'all, had fun like y'all, always were different. And now you grew into your divinity and you going into a whole nother level now. You went through all the schools, Islam, Nation, all now. I studied out Moors. And you know, there wasn't nothing to hold me. There wasn't nothing there to hold you. Christianity, Bible, Koran, whichever one I read a couple of them. You feel me? And they wasn't nothing to hold you. I got a little confidence in Psalms because I was able to write it for myself, and I wrote it for myself. They work. You feel me? So I got a little confidence in Psalms, but a little confidence in the Proverbs from retired colonels and majors and judges asking me to think of them when I read across certain verses. You feel me? So little stuff like that, but it couldn't really hold me. You feel me? So I just I could never kneel or pray. I did my best. I learned the words.
Wasn't for you though.
But it wasn't never for me, you feel me? So, and I see why now, because it was just a waste of time. Praying to something you don't understand, praying to something you don't know, praying to something that can't save you from yourself. See, because you bring out that destruction to yourself. Remember, sin is just a 3-letter word, right?
Right. That's all.
That's all it is, 3-letter word. It's what you don't want to make it out to be something outside of what it is. So if you got 720 degrees, right? So that means you got 360 agreeable, 360 disagreeable. If you got 360 degrees, right? That means you got 180 agreeable, 180 disagreeable. So if you got 180 degrees, right? That means you got 90 agreeable and 90. You see what I'm saying? Everything balances out, yin and yang. So you can't come and tell a divine beings like y'all are, or we are, that we going someplace called hell because that don't exist to us, because it's all about balancement. If anybody was going to hell, that was certain beings who did certain things against certain rules of authority that completely outside your realm. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Your creation focus on you could continue to be balanced so you can become a what? An Isby, or grow back into your divine self. You can't go back into a divine self with someone trying to write a book for you and tell you got to go this way. They ain't proved that it worked. So that's why you got all these people falling off ship, falling off the edge of the earth, or dying right now today, hoping somebody gonna save them, and they going down a road they ain't never seen. And now that I'm here on the scene, and what they did in my royal bloodline, I mean, I done set punishment out. So all that's in motion. We just starting the 3rd year in motion. So, I had to, so I'm cool. But I know right now, everybody that has been born since January 28, 1591, oh, they got 78,000 years. Before I even want to look at their ugly ass. I'm sorry, excuse me. I mean, for real, you trying to imitate royalty? To claim that you got some damn royalty on the planet? And now they act like they dictate to you where you going, like that boy Trump. Now he's some royalty. Look at this clown.
Right.
You see this clown? Listen, he in the sun every day and still ain't got no darker. So you got to have something wrong with your skin. You can't get no darker. He had that sweating and everything. You see him?
Yeah.
And you ain't got no pores like a pig. Pig ain't got no sweat glands. Yeah, raise off. I had one named Dick.
Dick.
Yeah, man, Dick just walked me through the store. Everybody in Clinton used to trip out on me. And that Samson boy got a damn hall. Yeah, big old hall. I raised him born. Walked me through the damn store. I know you say y'all wide up. We wide up, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, nothing against what we could do. But then I got sick around. I got sick around this hall picking, and the hall had gangrene in the leg, and they still cooked the damn thing. I was about 16, and when they ate that pork, I ain't get pork since. You get whatever's in the food, y'all. Every now and then you might get something money, add a little bit in it, but I didn't become no Muslim. Stop eating pork. I stopped eating pork because I had this. They broke me out. I had whelps, bumps all over my whole body for like 3 months. Until I got Epsom salt and did the Epsom salt cleanse and get all that stuff out of me. But I ain't had pork since then. Wasn't about being no Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But I see them niggas eating pork every day. You know what I'm saying?
A breakfast and lunch.
They talk all that crap, but they be having them back. You see them plates all wrapped up, but they don't want you to smell them real. When they go to the Jamaican spot, they get out, man, please. You hear me?
Alhamdulillah, these ribs is good.
You damn right. Alhamdulillah.
That
Alhamdulillah.
swine tastes fine.
It's still alive. I gotta get some
That's
tomorrow.
funny.
You're so sick. Come on. They make it character. They make it comical because, you know, that's all they know. It's like you see the I just be picking on Nation of Islam all the time, right? But they be out there thinking they're so serious, look so sharp, right? I be like, where your damn rug at, dog? He talking about what you mean? I said, you supposed to make it Salah. What y'all Muslim Christians? What the fuck are y'all? And they get so mad at me. Because you know they be out there trying to sell them bean pie, oranges, and apples now. You know what I'm saying? He want you to buy a final call. I'm like, okay, you keep saying final. Okay, how many more final calls you got to give me before I realize that shit ain't what the damn you talking about?
Every Sunday.
That part.
Just your opinion. You feel me? Because you ain't got no status to do nothing. They ain't got no status no more than anybody else.
Right.
Got a lot of dummies want to believe in Allah. And they got to do dress code, culture, they say. Built a couple land over the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years, but y'all don't realize that ain't got nothing compared to what Elijah Muhammad had in the 70s and 60s. Them stock, all them sellouts now. Man, please. You should, Elijah Muhammad had it going on. Y'all don't know nobody, do you?
Yep.
They lost all that land, all that stuff. Between, you know, that fight between Wallace Dean and other folk trying to take over his father's journey, you feel me?
Right.
The same way they took Malcolm out, you feel me? But anyway.
Sad.
Well, Malcolm took himself out believing that bullshit, tell you the truth. Huh?
Like you say, not responsible, but for yourself, buddy.
Ain't got me responsible for yourself. Why say you took yourself out? Like Drew Ali, he took himself out. He knew he had all them fake ass niggas around here. Look at all the fake ass niggas out there now. They came from that bloodline. All them fake ass niggas. You feel me? That's why he said certain things his doctor me. He said the ones you looking at carry right back under slavery. Look what all these sheiks, what they doing out here. Take you right back under slavery. You know what I'm saying? They got some creed they call Circle 7, but they ain't got no language. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no land, they ain't got nothing. So there's certain things you gotta have to run a state and say you're a stakeholder. You feel me? If he been cutting you short for a long time, man. Look good out there on pictures and make it look like they so deep and so, you know, dressed a certain way. You feel me?
But the people
Man,
too.
I was in the river today, boy. Come on.
I gotta say, the people too. Your ignorance allows you to be trapped in these dogma cults, as we would call them.
That's why they in. That's why, you know, they die just like everybody else. Ain't nothing but a longer funeral. More dressed up like them. Saying, you know, I'd be like, okay, well, they still didn't conquer death, right? You know, so-and-so just passed. Okay, that was her time. You feel me? But she didn't master all that teaching she did when she was here. They ain't do nothing. They ain't help her, did it?
As you say, no salvation.
Ain't no salvation, none of it. And look how they turn out. They preach that shit all that damn life. They get old, they can't even think who the fuck they are. You be like, going to slap shit out of them. So you've been talking that bullshit for 30 years.
You can't remember your name.
Yeah, the Jesus, boy. Jesus gonna do, Jesus gonna, Jesus gonna, Jesus. I'm like, now what the fuck you doing for you? You know, make your ass forget who you are. How the hell you gonna worship him now, you dummy? Let me quit. You better be nice to the old people. I gotta be nice to the old ass for the old book. The book said respect them for the gray hair, not what the fuck come out of their mouth. This shit that come out of their mouth ain't worth a damn, you know?
All right. Love you, Gramps, but you don't make no sense right now.
I want you to keep following that crap, like, you know. Then the courts get mad at you. You gotta respect our older citizens, senior citizens, if they over 70, 75. I'm like, please, 70, 75, you supposed, man, please, you got 120 up to 150 in this body. Look how they got you broke down. You can't even get live. Man, please, them cats, you know, you know, I just like, man, please. You know, it's like you just set to die now, leave everything to your kids. I had a good run. I had a good run. You know, I made it. I had a good things. I have the good photos. I accomplished a house. I became an official. I became a judge. It don't mean nothing. It's all before the United States Corporation to keep them empowered, and they didn't give you no salvation. So that make you ain't nothing but a damn slave. If your government can't give you no salvation, why you need it for? Everybody about to fight for democracy. You like, damn, that democracy ain't did nothing but bring hell to you. Last 50 years, they been nothing but hell behind this damn dumbass democracy. Listen. The United Nations in 1960 created a declaration called the Elimination of Colonialism. I'll check that shit out now. You hear me? It's in our Constitution, right? So then they hired these cats like Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, all them cats. They come in and preach this civil rights shit. So then they can get the civil rights packs in 63, 64, 65. Them was Uncle Tom niggas. Them the good boys. But they had to bring you back from you want human rights, they gave you civil rights. Civil is for dead corporation. You can take it or leave it alone. Don't believe me, go check it out. So you fighting and walking 100 miles from Montgomery for some civil rights when the world, the whole damn world, done gave you human rights. And now you mad after 50, 60 damn years, you ain't been able to accomplish nothing. Not 1 iota how you accomplished. Some of you accomplished a couple $1 million in your lifetime, but it still ain't freed your soul. You still trapped. You feel me? So you believe you gotta die before you get anything. And that story, I ended that story when January 28, 2022.
22.
That whole story be written. But they don't want to hear mine yet, so I got to outlive them and get rid of their ass. When they come back around, they're gonna see who here. I ain't going no damn where.
Like you say, no problem. They just better count their breath. I said, like you say, no problem. Just hold on to that precious breath of yours.
All right, that's why I said, ain't no problem. Just hold on, dog. You got a rough ride coming up from the day to the 28th. That's 150 days from now, okay? You gonna have some rough days, buddy. I don't care what they say about the election, all that bullshit don't mean nothing to me. I just know their time is up. It's your time to rule, your time is set. You see, damn comic come in and let your ass know on my Earth Day. I'm ready to go. You see look at everything I've done the last 2 years, y'all. Now look at it. Be ready to go. Look what show up. A damn comic. And everything else rolling. So where we at now? Y'all good, right?
Yeah, we on these
I'm ready to get real nasty, right?
Straight to go, Protector. All right. So we're gonna get into these October events.
Oh, okay. My bad. I came and broke that up.
Never your bad.
Huh?
I said never your bad. You straight.
Come on, you good.
All right. So on the second, we had a Moon Jupiter conjunction. On the third, we had the Moon meet the seven sisters constellation. They call that Pleiades. On the fourth, the Master Fire Deity and IGA were the Imperial Grand Assembly were nationalized, and that's why you see our Fire Deity up there. 1 year anniversary. On the fifth, the Honorable Imperial Ambassador at Large, at large, domiciled in Albania, took an official oath of office for a status that has not been granted in over 430 years, and that status would be the Honorable Imperial Ambassador at Large. All right, not an Imperial Ambassador, family. That's 1 year anniversary. On the fifth, statement made by all caps HEM on live call or live full moon call, colon space, invoked death, commanded death to take 2 million instead of 1 million souls per day. 48 hours later, and this is a fact, Jack, flaming fact. 48 hours later, chaos erupted in a land designated for the INRI, as you guys know as Israel. I Naga rule Israel, if you didn't know what INRI meant. On the 7th, Hamas-Israel war broke out. So that's the chaos. War between, according to the scriptures, Gog and Magog. You straight. All right. On the 9th, we had a draconian meteor shower, and it was at its peak. As well as on the 9th, in 1874, the Constitution of the Universal Postal Union, UPU, was enacted. Effective date 7 January 1875, which is now part and parcel of the jurisdiction of the ECMYE-IRKR. Effective date 30 September 2003. It's the 20-year anniversary. The Treaty of Berne was 9 October 1874. Right, so we have our rights and privileges under the Constitution, as we say in our documents, and protection, which is called the aegis of the Treaty of Berne. All right. And then on the 13th, we have our Imperial March Yamashi Recording Service mission, which was signed on this day, which was the 13th, October 2023. All right, come on. Next slide. We have November events. All right. So on November 13th, we have the Honorable Imperial Ambassador @ large officially seat as the Honorable Imperial Ambassador at large, and again, 1-year anniversary. We also have on the the 13th, as well, American Continental Navy, right? We talk about the 100 million in gold. Where did it come from? Well, that 100 million in gold was used to start the Revolutionary War, and it funded the armed services. So this one is the American Continental Navy, which was founded in 1775. This is the 248th year anniversary. On the 14th, we have the new moon, as well as an annual solar eclipse occurring 44 days after all caps HEM solar return. And then we have the 2 Akhmed meteor showers that occur, and they both was at its peak. Its peak. All right. On the 24th, we had Brazil. Brazil's drought revealed ancient rock carvings of smiley faces from approximately 2,000 years ago. Everybody remember that? That was an amazing find, right? Sometimes we think we don't understand there's nothing new under the sun, right? When you go back 2,000 years, 2,000 years, and we find smiley faces, right? The smiley face has been a thing, all right? And now we have the divine smiley face brought to us by our emperor, right? And on the side, you see the smiley face sun, right? It's still awe-inspiring to know that we actually, as a witness, myself and many non-nationals can attest that, you know, during doing our rituals and our sovereign observances, right, and having the emperor here, we deal with magic for real. And so to see that we're linked in with the father of this solar system, the sun, and to see it smile, him smile, real smiley face, right, was again awe-inspiring, and we know that it's real. So that was awesome. All right, so on the 26th, social media circulated a smiley face image of on the sun, right? Smiley face emperor, 1-year anniversary. And then on the 31st, in colonial America, this day is celebrated as All Saints Hollow, or Halloween, or Hallow Eve, right? However, we adopted for our culture to a high vibration to acknowledge the energies of the day. We call it Deity Day. So on that day, we call Deity Day. All deities come through who? Samhu. Samhu, before anything was. Samhu was. All right. Let go. All right, so that brings us to the end of our November through December 2023 recaps. Do we got any comments, questions, anything for our emperor?
No hands in the queue. There's no question in the chat. YouTube moderators, and a question from YouTube.
I got a question for you, Protector.
Uh-huh.
Could you briefly just speak on the different milestones in your journey thus far?
What type of milestone you talking about?
Well, you got all the different documents from the multipropria to now. I think those are milestones. You got the acknowledgement as HM, right? Now you upgraded it to HEM. That's a milestone. You've been through different baptisms, milestones, right? You've come a long way in the last 2 years. So maybe more speak on your mind state, how you feel. You know what I mean? It's your Earth Day, so.
I mean, well, you know, it's like you can't. Once you was told that it's what you say, well, you know the everything turned since that day. Boom. So at 58, it became the what you say. So that made you write your own story. Now, is your story going to be accepted immediately? Of course not. Is you going to be looked at like you done lost your mind? Of course. Anybody go against the system. But you notice your story has magic in it. And it goes against the magic of the world. So if you don't think the world is magic, why are you breathing? See, just by breathing is magical. Trying to get me right.
Copy that. Yeah.
So you have to face the fact that you're a witch doctor, a shaman, a medicine man, whatever trial preacher, man, you got it all. Because that's the divine being. So no titles can hold you. So you get to a certain appellation, people say, why you change your name again? Because I outgrew the one before.
Makes sense.
It served its purpose. But you was always getting to that name that you had now, universal name, because you had you got a universal galaxy army. So the same story they tell you about this boy named Jesus or Yahshua, well, you manifesting it.
Right.
You see?
That's cool.
But you manifesting it the way because it's your story. So you don't have time to get in a debate with them about their story. Because everybody got their own perception of who Jesus and Yahshua and all that kind of stuff. Everybody got their own story. You know?
Right.
My bad, I thought the light was on. And so everybody got their own story. But your story, you write your own way. So when I see people that writing stories about other people's doctrine and the ideas about Anunnaki and all that kind of stuff, where they come from, this and that, how you fit in, you can become this and this, all that. You know, you don't have some master teachers come through. You know, and they didn't have no salvation, nothing they said. You had the brother come in with the book on health, eat, to live, and all that. Outside of Dr. Sabi, even him. You know, so look at all that wisdom lost through all them journeys. They didn't have nowhere to dock it. Even their families out here that's using it now, ain't got nowhere to dock it. So you setting your stage on your ship, so you ain't got nothing from any of them coming over here. Everything got to be redone. That makes sense to you?
That makes sense. Appreciate that.
So you change in your development. You change in your understanding. You change in your writing, in your doctrine. So it just, you know, once you able to, you know, y'all, some of y'all on the ship, once you're able to get that block, because you know, I don't know when you went into the church, okay? I don't know when your mama told you, you got, this is God and this is Jesus and all that. So I don't know none of that. I do know that it depends on how bad or longer you accepted that doctrine and the energy you put into it, that's how hard it's gonna be for you to get away from it. Because you put a spell on yourself. Feel me? You know. So I was just going out getting white rose on my birthday. You see, so you have to, you want, you know, the problem is that people got so used to someone dying for them. You feel me? That's why you see the attitude out here. People treat people a certain way. They insult people a certain way because their God, they feel, but they done put in this little hourglass, is gonna save them in the end from anything that they could have do in this lifetime. Whether it's killing, death, selling drugs, being a hoe, being a prostitute, being a dog, whatever. You know, that concept when they say he came and died for all sins. See, you see what they did with that? So that but you live in a society where you feel people like bar members or the bar, they got a certain standard, they don't shade their face, and they got the whole society looking at it now. But they feel like they're gonna get closer to God than this crackhead over here that's been smoking crack and sitting on the corner, living in the ground off the street for the last 20 years. They feel like, oh, they got prominence. And now they're a judge or whatever, they're gonna get to heaven quicker than this guy is. But in that same doctrine, he says, they tell you that he died for all sin. So why sin is greater than the other? You feel me?
Right.
So you got all this mass confusion out here now. Because everybody got their own perception of how God gonna save them from themselves. And how God gonna save them from whoever. You feel me? They got all these little sages, write all these different words. And a lot of this stuff you can't get properly because they translate it from original language down to English, which tucked away the meaning in the damn way. You can't get the energy from the vibration of the word because they done took all the energy away.
Right.
But what do you got? You got where to go.
Right.
You got a lot of people hard that was promoting certain things throughout the years. But that stuff didn't get them nowhere. You got folk out here saying Drew Ali brought the Circle 7, that's supposed to be the creed. But if you go look at Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ, got the same thing. Exact same book. See?
Right.
You go to Islam Nation, right? They tell you they black is black, God is black, different, all this stuff, but then they got Farah Muhammad looking like damn Charles over there in India.
Pale face.
See what I'm saying? Same thing. Gotta have somebody Caucasian in front of you to get to wherever you're going. That's why I say you need to come get them and take them some damn work. You know what I'm saying? They wait till that rap to happen. Come get these niggas, take them some fucking work. Let's get them fucking away from me.
Right.
Because they you know, they keep saying, yo, you know, every date they were claiming last year, I was on point on their rapture and certain things coming in with their God and all this and that. Who was kicking behind the scene? It's all documented. Well, we got like 50% of it, but once you got more numbers coming in and they doing their own research, you're gonna feel that base up. You feel me? So, so happy 58 number 3 to me, right?
Yep.
Peace.
All right.
I'm all in it right now, dog.
All right,
At
so
2,300 tonight. No, yeah.
we gonna
Came in
go.
last night, 23, yep. So I got that 24. And I've been in it all day. You know, I ain't had no damn sleep.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and finish these slides up for your Emperor.
Oh yeah, man, because I gotta have some more fun, man. I got some
that's
Crown
right.
Road drinking.
Got a question in the chat.
We call spirits. What you got? Come on.
What is the difference between a witch doctor and a shaman?
Man, ain't much different. Just different cultures. Shamanism is based off of Native American, not American Native American. Different things they do to see. Witch doctors is ancestor worship. when here we go again. When the Caucasian man started dipping into the Orisha, and he learned our secrets because we were so willingly to teach him our secrets, where he flipped that white magic and black magic, they flipped it. But now you got people walking around talking about white magic this and black magic that. When I actually the black magic is ancestor worship. So you have certain Orishas, cultures who, you know, make a whole damn plate, like for a meal you gonna eat. And they offer that to their, I mean, shit, better food you eat.
Right.
And they offer that to their ancestors. And they let that food sit on there 3-4 days before they throw it away or go give it to the earth. They should be. So now the Congress or the Senate or the court has passed a law saying that it's okay for them to do that now. Before they was all doing it behind secret. So now you find more people getting more into the Zoom or reaching, wearing the leg aids and want to practice voodoo. You feel me? But like I said, where we come from, just a waste of time. I come from the fire, you feel me? So so that's all this. They have took your energy and revamped it for their benefit. Created a state and a government for their benefit. Nowhere none of their rules is stated for your benefit. That's why when Obama was in office, what did he say? And the black man ain't got no damn status. He told you that, not me. But yeah, still y'all ran after that boy like he was going to save you. Had a school in Georgia started saying he was like a messiah. Obama gonna save them from the system. How in the hell they gonna do some stupid stuff like that? So you see how ignorant people is? That's like you seen Joe Biden stand up when he got ready to be president or run for president. You had them black folk, what? Well, I call them niggas, but they ignorant here. But they had him kneeling to this guy. I'm like, look at these fools. He can't, he don't even know who he is. But yet still you kneeling because you so accustomed to them being in the presence or in the image of a God. Or God got to look like them, long blonde hair and blue eyes, all that bullshit. You feel me? And you cater to that bullshit.
Right.
That shit is a figment of my imagination. That shit don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's the greatest story ever told, biggest lie you ever heard.
Right.
But you want to hold on to it. Then you want to try to curse somebody, us, for not believing in your bullshit. But then again, you going to some place called heaven because you good, but you know, whatever. You see? So just madness, man. Madness, man. Tough crowd, you know. Ron Dangerfield say, tough crowd, dog. You feel me?
Tough crowd.
You know? So we just set all that stuff to the side, right? Like you took a file cabinet, right? And you got a big old file cabinet, and you took Christian, all religion, we don't do that. And we put it in this file cabinet. We took all that nonsense they doing, we put in this file cabinet, right? And that's where it sits. Because you got to focus over here to your state, to run your state, to pay yourself. If you need to go in that file cabinet, well, you know where to go and pull what you need out so you can run your state. But you ain't never going back on that side again. There's nothing there. Once you transfer your account over to your state, there's nothing there. That's why I say all that arguing they're doing out there is more. It's a waste of energy.
Moot point.
Because you can never win. You have no venue to dock yourself. You can never win. You can get mad at the judge, call him every name, put a bond on him, put a lien on him, all that bullshit. You feel me? When you do that kind of stuff, you just put a white flag on you. Within 10 years, I guarantee you have all kind of shit coming at you. Whichever way you go, doesn't matter. Because you're dealing with witches and warlocks. Behind the scene, you got a black robe on. Come on, man. All right. I ain't gonna say no more.
Much appreciated.
Huh?
Or the 10.
Makes sense now, right?
It make a lot of sense.
Yes.
Be clear.
Getting better for y'all. Y'all should be ready to run now, though. Y'all still want to ride tricep. Come on. You know me.
Right.
You know of me. A wild picture. That's when I left. That's when we left the ocean, right? That's the ocean picture, right? We just left Sunset Beach, then came back and got that picture because the sun that was over there at the chair. That was a rough looking day when that sun got to break me up there. Come on, let's go.
All right, on the 10th, November events. 1775, as we discussed earlier, the U.S. Marine Corps was established as part of the U.S. Navy. It became a separate unit on July 11, 1789, 248 years. So going back to the gold and the funding of the armed services, right? 11th, all caps HEM performed an imperial reading at a magical park, and one of the 12 white roses disappeared. This was the 1-year anniversary of that. And then on the 12th, 2004, the state of Delaware authenticated Georgia's signature, and this is a 19-year anniversary. All right, so the authentication, y'all know about Georgia, but we have other states that also authenticated, or Georgia authenticated, and Delaware was one of those states, right? And then on the 11th, Magical Park, White Rose. Protector, you want to tell that story? If not, we can go to the next slide. We'll come back to it. All right, so on the 15th, 1777, the Articles of Confederation was adopted by the Continental Congress. That was 246 years ago, and we are, in today's time, the Imperial Continental Congress, right? Not pro-tunc interregnum. 17th, filed and recorded, in parentheses, updated IMYRS briefing support, ICMYE-IRK small s, and IJA-IOHEM missions. That's the Imperial Continental Moorish Embassy, Empire Supreme Court, and Imperial Judicial Administration, and of course, our Imperial Royal Office of His Imperial Majesty missions. On the 18th, 2004, you got the Commonwealth of Virginia, so going authentication. This was the 19-year anniversary, so going back to those states that authenticated Georgia's signature, Virginia is another state that authenticated. All right, so then on the 20th, we have filed and recorded the briefing support for our courts and the IGA administration, so ICMYE small sc and IJA, pardon me. All right, and you see Tahuti, right, the Master Scriber, and you see the Article of Confederations passed by the Continental Congress. All right, we get to the December events. All right, so on the 10th, 1948, you have the Declaration of Human Rights adopted by the UN General Assembly 217A, 3 in parentheses, marking the 75th anniversary of the world's most groundbreaking global pledge of, quote, declaration, end quote, right? And if you ask them why that is in there, because we have adopted the Declaration of Human Rights as part of our Constitution, right? So our Constitution affords us human rights, which the whole world has to respect. Feel me? So that is very important because we are the human, right? Hu being the creative force of will, and then man, the sleeve, right? So you're a creative man. And then we have our sister, mothers, aunties, right? The womb man, the one that stores the, as we call it, the gate, right? The stargate that you come through, the portal, she's the womb man, right? And she brings you through to this realm, right? All right, so then you get to the 14th. Our star unleashed an X-class solar flare today, X being the highest class, blasting out an enormous pulse of energy radiation that was captured on video by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory spacecraft. And that is the link if you need to copy that down. And then on the 15th, 2021, we have Emperor's, quote, official public notice to the world, end quote, clarifying the proper use of IRK authority, 2-year anniversary. And for all those that don't know, to put you in the know, this was a writing that came about because we had a lot of folk using and disrespecting certain things that are property of our state, right? So for instance, you know, the flag, the Moroccan flag, or that is property of our state. You feel me? All these different Moorish organizations using some of Chief Black Eagle Thunderbird's property, which is state property as well. You feel me? So it's important if you're out there, you know, if they're calling themselves Moors, whatever, and you see the 48 star flag, it belongs to us. That's state property. You see the Moorish American flag, part and parcel to us in the Kingdom of Morocco. Don't need to be using it. You feel me? Any books, writings that came from Chief Black Eagle, quote, Thunderbird, end quote, also state property. It belongs to us. So that writing went out to inform everybody, you know, the courts are open. You don't want to find yourself in our court, and you don't want to find yourself on the wrong side of our law or jurisdiction. So please be mindful and govern yourself accordingly, right? Be respectful. All right. Next slide, please. All right. Bagai, you around? One, two, bye. All right. If not, any comments, questions, concerns, Protector? Bagai, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I'm going to yield the floor to you to close us on out of here. All right.
All right. Gratitude, man. Gratitude.
No problem.
Right? All right, Nama. That was very interesting, very informative. Once again, we giving Saudi Malud Yawum to His Imperial Majesty, Samhu, at Mini-Dash Ray, quote, Adeloyi, end quote. Happy birthday, solar return. Yes. I'm pretty sure all Nama feel that. You know, right now.
Oh, yeah, I stayed away because I said, where they finna go? You ain't asked me to leave.
He said, where they finna go?
And I said, I heard Bob on the computer. I said, he said, he said about water.
Sending out that solar return to you.
Yeah, happy solar return.
That's why I was in there getting ready to get me a shot of Crown, right?
Happy solar return.
I said, yeah, I'm getting ready to get me a shot of Crown. I'm like, honey, say you gonna sit down while I'm just getting hot. You know, I get a shot of Crown when we're in the road. What we got? So y'all say, come on, yep, get over 5, dog. All right, what we got? Any more questions for me? Y'all did good in that, right? Y'all have fun?
Have fun. And at this time.
Nice.
Yeah, this was good, Protector.
Y'all have fun, though, right?
Yes. Yes.
I did.
Yes, Protector. I had fun.
Y'all learning stuff, right? Learning started to be fun, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Fun to the mental.
Yes. Yeah.
Fun to the mental.
How many of y'all stay by there with your oath of office and let people know who the real deal is, right?
Right.
Yes.
Y'all ready for that now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Some of I'm gonna get like some of you all.
Yes.
Grow more comfortable.
Some of I have to be like Bam Bam, right?
Bam. Bam.
Try on them shoes.
I know they be bragging on me, right? Y'all don't remember, they said they be like, Cooper crazy, Cooper crazy. You know, nah, man, you remember Fred Flintstone? Y'all remember that stuff?
Right.
He had a son, the boy, he's called Bam Bam. He had a big old bat.
Club.
He come through breaking up every damn thing. Bam, bam.
From the town of Bedrock.
Bedrock. You remember the town of Bedrock, right?
The town of Bedrock. Yo, that was born in Robertson.
You remember that now? So some of these people, some of these novels, you gotta hit them with that bam bam. You know what I'm saying? They act like they look at you, look at you, now they don't know, they don't understand a damn word you saying. You like, you sleep? Wake your ass up. My bad. We're having fun, you know. We're getting younger. You know. So now we say
I
we
do
have
have
live
a
calls.
question.
That's why I say we have live calls. People come down and call. They say, "Damn, they wide open." Because we're a sovereign state, so we have live calls. So we train it. They training like on the job training right now. This is their on the job training. So we give everybody time to step up, read, become monitor, monitors, all that kind of stuff. So they can step up and learn. They made mistakes. I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just cool. We ain't getting up there putting on no show. Everything is perfect. Everything is clean. No, we got a organic government. You got an organic government.
Right.
So you constantly changing. The government is changing with you. So we just ain't got time for all the ignorance. So, once you learn your language, you ain't worried about no curse words, all that crap, it ain't in your language. So that's where you're going to. For 3 years from now, there ain't nothing that's gonna be said out of our mouth without coming out of our language.
Mm.
Speak English, we just speaking that for deal with whoever we talk to, dealing with English. Outside that, you speaking your own language. Mandatory. You feel me? So that's where you're going. That's why you got certain classes in your university. Everybody getting down more on now, civic method, speed reading, memory power, all that stuff. Now y'all still see how it's benefit you. So because you got to move faster. Chief Black Eagle taught us that you had to read a document 7 times before to get it. So like 7 chakras, make sure that chakra got that understanding that you're reading. So that speed reading stuff like that helps speed y'all up. You starting to get that real quick because your brain got to be quicker because you ain't just moving or you move a state that have everything under it. So if you got to create organization, whatever, you the head, you at the top. And you ain't never been at the top over 400 years. 430 years for me, some say 500 years with the fall of the Red House. You feel me? 1491 and 91. But anyway, we organic. Y'all see me shake shift all the years. Get better, 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 as we say. And we're gonna get better, better, better to this day. So this night number 2, right?
Yes. Yeesh.
Well, I'm gonna get a shot for everybody, right?
Appreciate it.
Enjoy.
I drink it for you, don't worry about it.
All right. You already know.
Huh?
See, you already know. Appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah. I ain't worried about that crap, man. We drink, look, I do it. Listen, man, I'm Anunnaki. I do what I want.
So we invented the beer, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you go back and look at, you see when Anu last time he came to Earth, right? They had what? Beer, everything. Celebrate. Ox, cow, whatever. They ate what the fuck they wanted. You live in dead town, you can't eat this, you can't do this, you can't do that, you gonna do this. You still gonna die, nigga.
You look at it. Going down.
Whether you gonna die fat, whether you gonna die fat with a big casket, or you gonna die small and put your ass in a box. What the way to look at it, you ain't leaving.
Ain't nobody here, buddy.
If you want to live a healthy life, well, you got some years to work on yourself. But you want to live a wormy life, well, you want that's fine. But like Solomon said, he said, when you die, who knows that man wild or fool? You feel me? Because they didn't conquer death. So whether you wild or fool don't make a difference. Makes sense, right?
That's right. Makes perfect sense.
And why you say what? Never believe what you hear.
Half of what you see.
And happily what you see. So we have more llamas doing that, even Moors and Christians or Muslims, whatever name they want to claim. Even if they were doing that little proverb there, their whole life would change. Because you listen to that bullshit. People talk with fork tongue. Every time Trump, Kamala, whoever, open their mouth, they're talking with a fork tongue. Because they know about your contract, and they ain't telling you about truth. They tell you what they're going to help do or what they're going to do when they get there. We're going to do this. Now, look at this crap, right? Oh, you don't have to pay taxes on your wages. Look how many people running for that shit. I'm like, just give me my motherfucking contract, nigga. Oh, fuck, I gotta keep arguing with you about paying taxes on wages that I'm making. Just give me my contract back. The Pope told you to give it to me. That's why I say they're high treason.
Christmas.
So they choose to keep you in perpetual slavery based on your birthright contract. after their boss told them to free you up. That's why we read what we read a while ago about the Pope and him releasing the corporate fraud. You feel me?
Cool.
All right, Paul, you got your mic open, boy. You feel me?
Hmm.
So that's what we were talking about a while ago with when we read that about, you know, the Pope and being the overseer. You feel me? That's what it was about. He told them, he said, if you undermine Creole, this must happen. And you seen a lot of United States officials resign before on September 1st, 2013, because they didn't want listen, they didn't want their families being dragged into it. You know what I'm talking about, right? See, you gotta realize contract 99 years. So when the Pope wrote that, they got out of the way so they can't be added, because down the road, this state is coming. You see it. And if they go back and charge them, see, you start to see the high treason charge, right? But they understood they don't want you suing their grandkids or their great-great-grandkids. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all still don't see it, do you? Y'all still don't see it, do you?
I get it.
Yes.
Yes, we
You
get it.
through it. Okay. Because that's why you see judges and stuff like that. They don't want that stuff lingering for over. Just like, for instance, I'm gonna give you something. Do you know when you have incident and all that stuff, they make you sell or quit and all that? They force you to sell or quit and all that.
Yes.
Because behind the scenes, the insurance company know that if they don't have this thing settled for a certain length of time, they got to pay you for 20 years on that injury. So when they get close to that timeline, they come and force you to settle, so they ain't got to pay you for 20 damn years for your injuries. It's all a game, y'all. So everybody playing the game on you, right? So you don't know who to trust, right? First one to trust yourself, right? Is what I say, know thyself. What we said in our Constitution? Know thyself, right? Now you see why I got it in there, right?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yep.
All right, what else y'all got for me? Y'all good? Y'all good? And I appreciate that, y'all. We finally got that bio read tonight,
Yeah.
and that was prominent, yeah, because you know, Bar, you messed up, but not messed up, but your computer messed up. But so y'all came in and read it perfect. But that's something you got. That's something you got to capitalize on, because your him peer-to-peer, that's executive mission, or your bio right there, that attached to that executive mission. That's second to none. So you want to make sure that's clear, because whoever you deal with out there on the market, they got to bring. It's like they got to bring something. You know what I'm saying? So you know, part of that bio that I wrote like that because you got clowns like Trump now saying they can do this and that, act like they got some damn resume. You feel me? So you come with a bio and say, no, dog, you ain't got no authority nothing on this land. You got authority over the corporation and your citizens, but you ain't got no damn authority over the land or the military. I bet that mess you up then.
That's clear. Very clear.
Military swore alliance to the republic. Military is created under the sovereign goal that they got from the emperor to fight a Revolutionary War. The military is still under that contract. That's why the Pope told you the last known president is who? The last known Republican president, the last Republican president is who?
Abraham
Lincoln.
Really? They keep bringing his name up in conversation on it.
Yeah.
You still got Nancy trying to go back to 1787, you feel me? So you can't go past 1791. You feel me? But they trying to go back to attach that stuff to that record. They can't. 1791. I can go back to 1787. They can't go back to 1787. They go back to 1791. But they create their state, that republic, remember?
Yeah.
It's right on online. Go to proof. Go to proof online declaration. Go to proof. And go back in the back and look at the 9 Continental Congress presidents. John Hanson on there. And you get down to number 9, you see who? George Washington. So don't let them fool you.
All caps.
You got George Washington. He was what? He was the 10th president of a company called the United States of America that Benjamin Franklin was able to establish under the England And 17, what was that, y'all? 1750 what? What was that?
1754.
There you go. 1754. That's your birthday gift right there, Mojaz. I know you out there. I know you enjoying yourself. You know, but his birthday today too, y'all. So don't forget that Mojaz.
Mojaz.
Happy solar return, Mojaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy
show your
solar
face.
return, Moja.
So
Yeah,
you know,
Mojaz. Hey.
so you see, you got that 1754. Think about that for a second. When the Civil War started, you see? Yeah, catch all that day. 63 with the war, he had a United States company called what? The United States of America, established in Britain when? 1754. So they had that. You see how long that project was in motion? Things make you Remember, they had a declaration in 1775, which turned into what? Declaration of Independence in 1776. Interesting. See how things work, right? So they established themselves, got legitimacy. So when the United States got control of the UN, boy, based on the gold, well, they can't have control of the UN no more because you own the gold now. So now you gotta let the world know you using that gold. So now the United States got to come in and do what? They got to bring some kind of substance to solidify their what? Their sovereignty. Outside of that, they done. Post office already allowed their sovereignty. That's why they got the United States Post Office. Okay, and the Postmaster General was created office of the president. So they got their sovereignty. They got a board of governors. They got the United States Post Office. You feel me? So where the United States at? They got a corporate. I'm the sovereign, but they got to come to me with their arrogant. So I'm just wiping them off the back. That's why I charge them as what? Vassal state. See? So they're on the market of UN raising on their head because they still on record as somewhere attached to that gold. But now you done got that session out and the time has passed. Now that series go into what? You ain't got no charge of nothing on that damn gold, right? So let's get moving, right?
Right.
And with a ferry, right?
Right.
Any more questions?
Nah, you don't have nothing else in the chat, Protector.
Appreciate y'all. 58 number 3, y'all. Live and remote.
Happy Earth Day, Protector.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. You know me. I don't have a shop all y'all. You don't drink that much, but I gotta be up at 6 o'clock read. And I got like 3. I got some work to do on that while we're working on. And so I'm just gonna get a shot, make everybody happy. Maybe 2 shots. We'll be all right. That crowd ain't hard on you a little bit, You get someone of eyes, keep looking back at it, have about 3, 4 shots, but I get at least 2 in, so you know me. But anyway, appreciate y'all. We be ready. We have a third one. So we got 40 questions done so far. We got like 20 more, something tomorrow. We good? Cool. All right, see y'all early in the morning, 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock East, 7 o'clock Central. Yeesh.
Salam alaikum,
Happy Earth Day.
Gratitude.
Appreciate it. Let y'all get back to that crown part. Take it out right.
Happy Solar Day.
Triple crown day to Emperor.
Don't forget to get some house music in now. Don't get ready to cut mine on, all right? Yes. I hear the beat coming in. Eesh. Salam alaikum, 3, 2, 3.